I was like, what the hell? I was sitting there talking, all of a sudden the stream got real quiet. I was like, what the fuck happened? Because I was outside and
Yeah.
My
Oh,
computer just went on the fritz. It wouldn't let me do anything.
did it freeze? Like
all right, we're live now.
you couldn't move
Well,
your
no,
mouse?
it had a complete update this
Oh,
morning.
yeah.
Yeah.
They've been doing some updates lately.
Usually you can do updates while you're on a live stream. I do them all the time.
Yeah, but they've done a big update.
See if mine's got one.
You're gonna get pestered to hell now. Do you want to go on to Windows 11? Your computer won't run Windows
Oh,
11.
I'm already running Windows 11.
Yeah, but this is what we're gonna get because I've already had it.
I've
Like,
I've
all
been
I got
running
is a
Windows 11 for a
security update.
while.
Yeah, all I got is a security update.
I'm sure Dominic's been running
No, they're
Windows
gonna
11.
support Windows 10 till like 2026, I think.
2025.
Yeah,
October 2025.
I thought they extended it another year.
Now, I keep getting the messages.
Um,
October 2025.
what's up, Tim?
Uh,
No comment.
How you doing,
I heard.
Tim?
Make
I didn't
somebody
hear what
host,
Paul
make
said.
somebody host.
Yeah, I didn't hear what Paul said. All I heard was something about I gotta go or something like that. And then Tim was like, "Make somebody host," and I thought he was
And that
just
was
leaving
the
to go
last
catch a
thing we
ship or
heard.
something.
That's why I said, is Justin host?
Yeah, well, I thought he was just leaving to go get a ship or something because I didn't hear what he said.
He said he was going to reboot.
Oh, see, I didn't hear that, and I heard everybody screaming
Well-
about host, and I was like, well, as long as somebody's co-host, we're fine if he's leaving.
Yeah.
But by the time I said that, everybody was gone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, the way that the other chat was going about bestiality and stuff, I think a reboot was needed.
What, did
That's what it
somebody
was.
say something
Microsoft was
wrong?
like, what?
Yeah.
Well, Tim was talking about his love life.
Well, if I was talking about my love life, that's like non-existent. So I wouldn't be talking about nothing.
Well,
I wouldn't
yeah,
say
but
it's
you got
non-existent. He
Serenity
likes
that sleeps with you.
no, he likes to stare at my character's ass in the game all the time. So
Oh,
Wait a minute. Can I redefine what you look at when the Silver Surfer? Yeah, sure.
oh, dude, he looks funny as shit when he's got the water bend. He looks like he's got a water skirt on.
Going through. Yeah, it looks like it's going through his waist.
We have 8 watching right now.
That's
All
good.
right, that was about what we had before. It was like 8
Yeah.
or 12 or something.
We haven't lost
They're
anything
probably
at
all-
all.
Yeah.
They just gotta wait for the rest of the panel people to get back. Donald and them are coming back in.
Yeah, like Donald said, like Streets of Fire would have been a good remake, and maybe Eddie and the Cruisers. That would be a good.
Yeah, Eddie and the
very
Cruisers is a great movie.
Yeah, well,
I've never saw Streets of Fire, but I've heard you guys talk about it much.
Yeah, you got to check it
good
out.
movie.
Streets of
Good movie.
Fire, Eddie and the Cruisers. Got to check those out.
Yeah, awesome. Fuck, I gotta make some shorts. Hey, can you clip that part for me, Justin? Because I don't.
Flip what part?
That one I shot the tire out. And I said, "Oh, I got to fix my car, jump out, and shoot the
I'll have
tire
to
out."
go
and
back on the live stream and find it.
Yeah, I can't. Let's see if I can clip it on Streamlab. I don't know.
As long as there's a recent stream.
Today.
I streamed yesterday. Yeah, there is a recent stream.
So that should be easy to find there, Justin.
Because I'm pretty sure Streamlabs they save it into their folder in Streamlab, but I gotta find it. Still looking at the app.
Did you change your channel? Oh wait, you got another few days where you can do that. That's right.
Did I what?
Oh, you didn't put your banner up yet?
No, because like I said, I got home and that bloke from Melbourne was over there, so I went over and talked to him. I haven't seen him in 4 years. And then
So-
I came home and just went straight on live. I was 30 minutes late.
So who's going to become Lord of Fortnite?
What?
Is anyone going to become Lord of Fortnite?
Me, because I kick Justin's ass all the time.
I'm daddy of Fortnite.
Yeah, Daddy, I'm. Oh, fuck it
Well,
up.
Laura's becoming Queen Fortnite.
Queen
I'm
Fortnite.
drunk of
Okay.
Fortnite. That's right. That's right. I'm drunk of Fortnite, but I'm always drunk. Fucking hell.
Yeah, you're going to be the 000 Fortnite.
What do you
Yeah.
think of Countess Fortnite for Laura?
What?
Countess of Fortnite.
Countess.
Nah.
What do you think of?
No?
What do y'all think of the? What do y'all think of the name Jackson's Gaming?
Nah.
Mm,
Too
What do
simple.
y'all think of that?
What about
It-
Jacko
it-
Gaming? Is that your nickname?
Jacko Game? Yeah, cool. Jacko Game.
that could be.
How about the drunk in the gaming corner?
The Drunken Gamer.
Drunk gaming.
Drunk
The
gaming
drunker-
corner. Drunk gaming.
No, the
Drunk
the
gaming.
drunk gamer. The drunk
Or you
gamer.
could just call it inebriation celebration.
Alcoholic gamer, which I was told that I was. So alcoholic gamer. That would be good.
Tim said
Yeah.
I got to do maintenance on this car. I found it. I'll clip it here in a little bit.
Oh, yeah, it was so funny.
Okay.
Tim, you
I've
could
got to do a
just
bit of
call it-
maintenance in his car and then shoots out the tire.
Tim, you could just call it Alco Gaming.
Yeah, it could. You know, the good thing though is about gaming, like all seriousness. I haven't drank a lot. I'm saving money. Yeah, it's pretty good. Relaxes me. Fuck yeah,
Donald
I like
Duck.
it.
Sarah gave a suggestion, but I don't want to say it.
Go ahead. I want to hear it.
Something about I suck at gaming or something.
All right,
Uh,
Sarah.
Yeah.
Sickly.
did
Well,
Tim and
yes.
Sarah talk there, Justin?
Sarah, maybe you can verify this, but Tim said that he beat Justin's butt on gaming. Is that what it was?
Oh, I
Yeah,
do.
he wishes.
I do.
Okay, how about Lord Dialog?
Nah.
How
I'll
about
just keep
Don?
Demon Spawn.
How
I'll keep
about
Demon
Donald?
Spawn until I find
There you go.
Go
Why
ahead,
don't not
Andrew.
just Demon Spawn 71? Just make that your channel.
Yeah,
then.
just keep it there. Yeah.
Always respawn in 71.
I
Demonic
wish I
Gaming?
I
Demonic
wish I could
Gaming.
keep this. Go ahead, Andrew.
Demonic
Oh.
Gaming.
Okay.
Oh,
I
he's
wish
not
I
a
That
could
one's-
keep my. Oh my god.
He's
I wish I could
he's
keep my
the
name.
Lord of gaming.
Hello, Donald.
Try again, Tim.
Donald,
Nope.
Okay, if Tim's not going to speak, then because Tim looks like Jesus, why can't he just be called the God of Gamers?
Yeah, but that's my dad. It's got to be Jesus of gaming.
Just call yourself Lord Gamer.
But when I started out in ICQ, my name was Hellspawn, and that like stuck.
Well, stick with it.
With Epic wouldn't let me enter it. I don't know why, but they let me enter Demon. What the fuck? I don't understand that.
So what's going on there, Donald?
Nothing much.
And
So-
Don, you were right. Streets of Fire, yes, a good remake. What about Eddie and the Cruisers remake? I think that would be
No, leave Eddie and the Cruisers alone. They screwed up by even having the
And
sequel.
Second, yeah, the second one.
Eddie and the Cruisers is great. The first one, it's a great movie. Leave it alone. Don't touch it. Don't remake
I like
movies that
Eddie.
are already really good.
Yes.
I like
Streets
Eddie
of
and the
Fire
Cruisers.
had such promise that it could be made
Better.
well. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked Eddie and the Cruisers because it was filmed in Wildwood and Pine Barrens, and that's where I used to live. And yeah, I liked it. That was
Yep.
pretty cool.
Streets of Fire. It was originally supposed to be a trilogy of movies.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I did not know that. When you said that, I was like, "What?"
Yeah, it was
I
supposed to
thought because
follow.
how the ending was, they made it like it wasn't going to be.
What was
No,
his
I didn't.
name? Colton, not Colton. Something. Anyway,
The one-
the main character, It was supposed to follow him, and it was supposed to be him
Colt.
going to. Was it Colton? Something like that.
I think it was Colt. I think it was Colt. Pretty
I
sure.
haven't seen it in forever.
Yeah.
But he was supposed to. They had the titles, and it was supposed to be like a him. It was supposed to be something about a big city, and then the third one was going to be him returning. Like, what's his name returns.
I never knew that. Never knew that. I thought it was I thought it was pretty good, but like I said,
Yeah.
I never knew that it was going to be a trilogy.
It was a weird. I like the soundtrack because the instrumental stuff, the sound,
The dancing and
well,
Stuff
you
like-
had it was a musical, so you had the musical parts. The one Going Nowhere Fast was written by Jim Steinman, the guy who wrote
in the
Bat Out of Hell.
Yeah, I remember him. TJ.
that was in the train. Yeah,
Did you?
the train part.
Hold on. That was a musical?
Yeah, it was.
No,
Yes,
no, it
was.
wasn't
Okay.
really a musical.
I'm out.
It was
then.
but it involved a rock and
A lot
roll
of people.
singer who was kidnapped by a gang, and
Mhm.
her ex-boyfriend has to come back home and go on a rescue mission and save her.
Be honest with you, I hate musicals.
TJ.
It wasn't a musical.
You would like
Uh,
Streets of Fire. It's not a musical per se, but it has a lot of.
No, it's not a musical at all. It
Yeah.
has no character in it suddenly breaks out into song in character.
No.
It's
I'm
about
talking about the
musicians.
dancing.
It's a song about a musician.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
But you'll recognize the actors of today from that movie. Well,
Well,
90s,
like-
I guess they were in the
like
90s.
movies like
Streets
Grease,
of Fire's got a pretty famous song out of it.
like movies
Yeah.
like Grease and stuff, like I appreciate for what they are, but there's just I don't like movies like that. But
I like
they
Grease.
definitely, I would
Oh.
definitely consider them classic movies. Obviously, I mean you can't say they're not. I
yeah.
just don't enjoy movies like that.
Well, let's just say this here. Diane Lane is in it, and she is looking as hot as she was ever in
Uh-huh.
any movie.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, baby.
She's so good.
Mm,
Michael Pare from
yeah,
Eddie and the
he's
Cruisers
good
was in it.
actor.
He was the main character.
Ooh.
And the ending, the
Yep.
last 20 minutes, he gets in a sledgehammer fight with Willem Dafoe.
Yep.
It's just
Fucking
Defoe.
awesome.
Oh, he's
Talk
got to
about-
look you.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
What year was that movie made?
84, 85.
87? I
Okay,
thought it was
because
87.
Streets of
something.
Fire, that was 84.
No.
I was gonna say,
yeah,
but
William
before I
Defoe
was
would have
able to
looked a
drive.
lot younger than.
Rick Moranis was in it.
Wait a minute, that was 86 or 87 because I was like 15 when it came out. I'm sure.
I want to say it was before I could drive. So it was 84 or 85.
Well,
1984.
well, there you fucking go. Jesus.
the
So, Mark, have you seen it?
Nope.
Oh, William Defoe had to have looked a lot younger in that movie.
oh
than-
yeah, he was a kid.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did. Yeah, you did.
Actually, the
Yeah,
kid,
you did.
the child
Considering
one.
the fact that he was born in 1955, that would make him 29.
The child in that movie, the one that you didn't recognize and later on to be in everything, was Bill Paxton.
Bill Paxton. Yep.
Oh, yeah, he was a good actor.
He was
That's
only, he was
yeah.
only a bit part in it. He wasn't in it very much. He was
He's
just
been-
a
he's been-
bartender.
I just looked it up. He's been dead for 7 years. I thought it was only a couple of years ago he died.
Yeah,
Bill
Bill
Paxton?
Paxton.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was a
I always
loss right
get
there.
I always get Bill Paxton and Bill Pullman mixed up.
That was a bad loss there. He was
Well,
Yeah.
because they're both Bill.
good actor.
What's it?
And he
Paxton
wasn't
and
that
Pullman
old,
do
was
sound
he? He was
similar.
he was only in his mid-50s, wasn't he, or late 50s?
52.
Uh,
62.
Oh, early.
sorry.
62.
Don,
Okay, I thought he was a
62.
little
I
younger
got a
than that.
question. Don, I got a question. What's the movie that it was a book and then they made it into a movie? It had the Greasers and the Sochers.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
talking about
Machio.
Huh?
Machio was in it.
Uh-huh.
All of the
The Outsiders.
actors.
The Outsiders,
That's
yes.
it. That's it.
Could not
Yeah.
I
think of
love
it.
that movie. Love
We
that
had to
movie.
read the book and watch the movie in school.
And-
a couple different
And you're
times.
thinking of
Yeah.
that because of Diane Lane playing Cherry in that one?
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Did you
There
know that in
was
Streets
a-
of Fire they originally wanted Tom Cruise to play the Michael Pare
Really?
spot?
Oh,
Yeah.
No.
Role?
No. No.
That'd be all wrong.
Yeah.
No.
Do you know that?
Mike just took the part. He was that part.
Yeah.
the,
Yeah.
the problem,
You
the
put-
cool thing
You
about the
back that one
Outsiders,
you back that one onto Eddie and the Cruisers.
the cool
'Cause
thing
he
about
brought out 3 or
Outsiders,
4 movies almost on top of each other.
They were all
Yeah.
in it. All the famous actors of the day.
yeah,
they
but
were
the cool
best
thing
actors.
about Outsiders, yeah, is there's a lot of really super famous people now, but they were all super young in that movie too. They all look like little
Yeah.
kids.
That was the Rat Pack back then. That was the Rat Pack
Yeah.
in the 80s. The one, I forget his name. He passed away over overdose in a club. He was
Yeah,
in
and then what's his name died too.
River Phoenix.
You're talking
River
about
Phoenix was in it.
River Phoenix.
Ralph Macchio,
Martin's older brother.
Estevez, Emilio Estevez, the
And
one
then,
from Roadhouse, the original movie, Swayze.
Yeah, Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, sadly he went.
What's the other? There's 3 other ones. You got Dornway coming down. They got three other ones.
What?
What's the fuck?
In that movie?
Yeah,
Yeah, what's the 3
yeah,
other
there was
ones?
so
you got
many
Matt?
famous
Did you
people.
did you get Matt Dillon?
No,
That was
that's
his
the one I
name.
was hunting for. Okay, Matt Dillon, and the one that played Invisible Man, and he played in that dancing movie, Footloose.
Kevin
what's his name?
Bacon?
Kevin Bacon
oh
was in it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Was Kevin
Who else?
Bacon in that?
Kevin
Yes, he
Bacon
was.
just went back to the high school where they shot Footloose.
Kevin Bacon.
50 years
Okay,
ago.
so it was
One more.
C. Thomas Howell, Matt Dillon, Ralph
That's
Macchio, Patrick Swayze,
Hal.
Rob
Hal.
Lowe, Emilio
Rob Lowe, that's
Estevez,
another one.
Tom Cruise,
Yep.
Glenn Willith,
Cruise.
Diane Lane,
Leaf Garrett.
Leif Garrett,
Leif Garrett,
Derek
yep.
Thanks,
Dalton,
Garrett.
Leif.
Yo.
Tom
Are we
Waits,
back?
Michelle.
What's up?
I
Hi,
can't
Jack.
remember.
I don't
back.
Oh wait a
remember.
minute, Tom Waits. Tom Waits was in it.
Yeah,
I don't
Tom
think
Waits was in it.
I
He
know
was
Tom
played
Waits
Buck
was in
Miller.
it,
He played Buck Miller.
but I also
Uh,
don't. I also don't recognize Kevin Bacon as being in it. I don't remember that.
Yeah, he was.
I
He
don't
was. He
see
was
him
with,
on the list.
He was with
Kevin
the
Bacon
kid-
just went back to the
he
school
was-
where they shot Footloose.
he was-
Did a special on it.
He was the one. He was the kid that he was in the barn with Ralph Macchio and what's the name that dyed his hair.
There you go.
Um,
Here's all the main characters, all the big time
I
stars.
can't see it. I'm on my phone.
But I don't see Kevin Bacon in there anywhere.
Oh, maybe he wasn't.
He would have been on the top list of all the other guys,
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
he
all these
would've been.
guys,
Yeah.
because he's
Yeah,
a
he
big
would've
star
been.
too.
All right, I'm wrong. Oh, that's,
Diane Lane
maybe I
still
was
looks
thinking
pretty
about
pretty
Thomas
good.
Howell. Maybe I
Yeah,
was thinking about Thomas Howell.
pretty handy, I
Because,
tell you.
Kevin
She goes
Bacon,
pretty-
didn't he do Invisible Man?
Yeah, she's pretty
Didn't he
handy,
do
I
the
tell you.
Invisible Man also?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Bacon did. Yeah, he did Invisible.
Look
Invisible.
look
Yeah,
up
but Hal
Diane
did it
Lane.
too.
Look up Diane
Hal did
Lane
it
Streets
too.
of Fire and look at a picture.
Yep.
Yeah, babe. Oh,
Yeah,
fuck yeah,
yeah.
her hairdo. Oh, jump. That's
Here,
one
I'll-
thing. That's the one
So-
thing about women back in the '80s. Their hairstyle. Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah, their hairstyles were pretty good.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
hell
wasn't
yeah.
Kevin Bacon in the
Well,
BLT?
What?
Wasn't Kevin Bacon the one who started in the BLT?
No,
Yeah.
he was
Yeah,
in Mushroom
the
Soup.
co-star was Henry
Well-
Lettuce.
Well,
Oh,
is
the
that
one-
is this her all wet, Donald?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yes, yes, yes.
That was at the end of the movie.
Tim,
That's
look
one
at
of the highlights
Oh,
of the
yeah.
movie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was right at the end.
Oh,
Speaking
my
of
God,
wet,
yes.
God,
God, that reminds me of my teens. Fuck.
that.
Ugh. Yes. What a good time.
Reminds Donald of his teens. It reminds Tim of his
you
middle
got a
age.
good memory if you can remember your teens, Tim.
Oh, I had a blast, man. Had a
I
blast.
think we all did.
So, Mark, what's going on over there?
Nothing really. It's raining like mad again. The dog wants some of the macaroni cheese.
I mean,
Ooh,
Oh no.
and she ain't getting any.
well, that's no surprise.
Wait a minute, Don, put that picture back. That picture
Well,
back
she's
up.
already
And
had her
you,
food.
you look like a one-headed horseman at the moment, there, Mark.
Don, put that picture back up. Don,
it is.
It is
it is up. Okay, what's that chick on the left? She was in a lot of fucking movies. She was
Yes.
in what's the name's movie? Oh God, Ridgemont High.
Is that
She was-
Elizabeth Daly?
I don't know. She was
I don't
in
know her name.
Ridgemont High too.
I don't know her name. I didn't even know there was another girl in that shot. I mean, did you see Diane Lane in the middle of the screen?
Hell yeah! Oh,
Streets of Fire.
I swear she was in Fast Times at Ridgemont High with Nicolas Cage.
You want cheese?
And
No,
who was the
no
other?
thanks.
Sean Penn was the other guy in that movie.
Sean Penn. Yeah, fucking, he was always high.
Yeah, Mr.
Yeah.
Spicoli.
Dude.
Oh, the pizza in the classroom. That was crazy.
Yeah, brought the pizza. Dude.
And then he hits himself with
It's
the
a pizza
shoes.
dude.
Dude.
Yep, it was
Dude.
Elizabeth Daly.
Yeah.
That's it? All right, cool.
You must have had IMDb up.
Yes.
I saw it
He
on the
must have.
little bottom of the screen.
Oh yeah, she was Dottie in Pee Wee's Big Adventure.
Yeah.
Was she?
Oh,
Oh, yeah, she
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. You know he was on his
Paging
Paging
Mr. Herman. Paging Mr.
You know-
Herman. There's a
Do you know
telephone
he was-
call for you, Mr. Herman.
Do you know he was on a comeback? He was
Well,
ready to
yeah.
bring back Pee Wee Herman.
Uh-huh.
That sucks.
In my opinion, Paul Rubens never went away.
I think
No,
recently was an
fucking awful.
anniversary of Pee Wee Herman.
He was fucking awesome. He was, what, 2 months away from. They had everything ready. Yeah, that sucks.
Hmm.
He was the man. A lot of good movies came from our generation. And I'm not saying younger generations either didn't have good movies. They did, but a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
So what good movies are coming?
Well, the
I don't know.
reason why I would say that era had better movies than today is because I think the film industry was still kind of in its infancy a little bit. And there was still a lot
No.
of fresh
Still,
ideas.
It's
No, but
still-
there was a lot more fresher ideas coming out. Where today it's like
still-
everything's been done, so it's hard to come up with
But
a
it-
unique.
yeah,
About
but to today, it still holds its nostalgia, and it's still,
Oh
you
yeah.
know, and it's good. I like Sweet 16 and Breakfast Club, and if they remake them movies, I'm gonna fucking break my TV. They better not.
You probably shouldn't break your TV. It costs too
Oh,
much.
geez.
They'll never do that because they can't.
I like
remake
when they make
Breakfast Club.
fun of Breakfast Club and Scary Movie, or Not Another Teen Movie that made fun of it.
What's that chick in Breakfast Club? The one that had dandruff. She's beautiful. Oh,
Well, what all you young folks, youngins, have got to look forward to coming up in the next couple of decades is they're going to do movies with no all AI characters. There's not going to be any.
well, I won't be alive,
Yeah.
so I don't give a fuck. They can do
Well,
whatever they want.
they need somebody to act out, and then they can.
What
put
do you mean
AI
they
whatever.
are? They're already doing that with some people.
They are. They brought Tupac Shakur back. Brought him back. They brought what's the name off of Ghostbusters? Who else?
Oh, Bakeman.
Couple others.
Dude, they
They
did
had
such a
full
good job
crew
with
with
the.
Wasn't it?
Good.
I was gonna say they did such a good job on Ghostbusters with the visual effects
Yeah.
of him, the guy that died. Dude, that was
Yeah.
creepy
Ivan
almost.
Reitman?
It was almost creepy.
It was creepy. It was was creepy. Yeah.
It was creepy but cool.
Yeah, but it's somebody else in a costume doing the blue light on it. That's how they made it AI. So it did really, it was creepy. But I mean, Tupac Shakur had a full concert with a hologram. You know, the shit they can do.
Yeah, but
There-
actually the technology that they used for that concert has actually been around for a long, long time. They just perfected
Yeah,
it.
I know, but it put everything out. Oh, Tupac's still alive. No, he isn't. It was just a
Well,
hologram.
with a better 3D model, they can bring back like Freddie Mercury.
They
Why?
could do it. They did Tupac Shakur. That's what we're saying, Andrew. They can do it.
Well,
It
it's
was a
gonna get
3D
to a point
hologram.
when you see somebody on either on television or in a movie, you're gonna have to think to yourself, now, is that really them or is that an AI?
Well, like
Yeah.
look at Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis sold his likeness to a company that does AI so they could
So
use
he
him
can
in
keep
future
going.
movies.
Yep.
Yep. And I think he has a movie coming out next year.
And honestly, that was probably one last ditch move to make his family a bunch of money too. You know,
Right.
because he sold it for millions.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah,
idea too,
there-
because it's the one good last way of getting a shit ton of
Live
money to
forever.
add on to your already, your net worth and then your families to set your family up for even longer,
Yeah, they're saying he doesn't have that many years left.
Well,
Oh,
that's
no, he's
obvious,
got-
Andrew. That's obvious, Andrew. But I'm saying he's not deteriorating as fast as people think he is. He isn't. He's still going. He's around his family, his ex-wife, his kids. He's doing good.
Yeah, his daughter
need
puts
to leave him
videos
be.
out with him all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. People
Yeah.
need to leave him be. Let him have a life with his kids before the inevitable happens.
Oh yeah, whenever you get that form of dementia or Alzheimer's, usually you don't
aphasia?
have, but if it's just another form of dementia.
Yeah.
But what
Yeah.
I'm saying is, you get any
Aphasia.
of those, and you're lucky if you make it 4 to 5 years. That's lucky. Most people are gone within a couple of years after getting that. And there's
Type
a
of
lot
dementia. Yeah.
there's a lot that might only make it a year.
Similarly, I know pancreatic cancer is less than 2 years.
18 months at the most.
Oh,
Yeah.
lung
I know
That can
cancer,
be
someone
that's
that
a
had it.
My friend passed away in 6 months from pancreatic. It depends how soon you catch it. How
Because,
soon you
Matter,
catch it.
I know someone that got it, and it didn't matter how many treatments they had. They had, immunotherapy. They had even experimental treatments, and they only lasted 14 months.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
thing is,
Hey.
any disease, there's aggressive and then there's
Yeah, it was May. Yeah, he
There's
got it in
not
May
a-
2021 and died in
yeah, but there's
July
certain
22.
cancers that are still out there they don't have any kind of cure for. It's pretty much
Yeah,
a death
there's-
sentence when you get them. It's
there's
just
a
a matter of
bunch.
how long.
That's the one that's the most aggressive. Whereas you can blunt a few others. You can live.
Right.
Yeah.
I know someone that lived up to 10 years with bowel cancer.
Well, my friend, he had my other friend, he was a TC. He had blood cancer. There was no way out of that.
Yeah.
So
No.
he went to parties still, barbecues right up until the fucking day before. So yeah.
Yeah, because I know my neighbor, he was a general practitioner. One of his partners in the practice
Mostly sunny weather.
got pancreatic cancer, and 2 months later, partner was dead.
My
Yeah.
friend
Yeah.
picked
As
up.
soon as
I
they
picked up his
find out
dude.
you've got pancreatic cancer,
Go ahead.
You're gone.
that's it. You've gone.
I picked up my friend's ute at his house. I talked to him and his wife. I said, "Hey, Graham, what are you doing?" He goes, "Oh, I got the trailer. We're going up north Australia. You're going to trailer." A week later, he was dead. His wife called me in the morning.
Oh,
So yeah, if you got to do something in life, you want to travel, do it now. Do it now, without hesitating. Life
I
is too
think
fucking short.
I have a feeling Tim wants to travel internationally.
What do you think? I
What do you think he
okay?
is? He's from America. He's living in Australia.
No, he wants to. He want to travel like to the UK or
Dude. Hold on for
elsewhere.
a sec, Andrew.
There is a
what kind of-
minor problem with that. You ain't got a passport.
Andrew, hold on, Mark. Mark, hold on, Andrew. What kind of pot do you smoke?
I don't have any pot.
You don't have any pot. Okay. All right. Just asking. All right. Just to let you know, Andrew, I'm from America. I'm American. Hello, how you doing? I'm in Australia. Just let you know that.
And how long you
Go
been
ahead,
in
keep-
Australia?
21 years.
That's the danger of doing international travel. Sometimes you get stuck.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, he got stuck because he got a gal pregnant over there, didn't it?
Yeah, he got stuck. She got
Yeah,
stuck,
my
then he
daughter-
got stuck.
And my daughter just turned 20 this year. So. That child sport that was my last child sport. Oh, thank heavens.
Not according to Dusty.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Dude, if I
Dusty,
was
where
able
is
to,
Dusty?
if I was able to come in a cup at 6 years old, hey,
No,
all
you're
good.
not going out again. You've just been out and come back in. Shut up.
Dusty is the funny pup.
I don't
Yeah,
see Dusty.
he looks bad.
Looks like a fucking dog's ass. I mean, never mind.
What are you?
I'm
Who
no, I'm
looks
talking
bad?
about my son with his teeth. He's
Dusty.
he's in
Oh,
pain.
they took out just 2 or all 4?
Oh,
Oh,
Wisdom teeth?
yeah,
yes, sir.
they dug them out.
Yeah,
Joe,
Bing done that.
ice cream,
Yeah.
and alternate 10 on, 10 off with ice.
Yeah,
Here.
he's
No,
got all
Southern
that.
whiskey.
He's waiting for he's getting Vicodin. I'm waiting for that to come in.
No, Southern
Joe's-
whiskey. Shot of Southern whiskey. My grandfather used to put it on my gums. Oh, wait a minute. Don't do it.
Joe's waiting for them Vicodin.
Yeah,
Like we're all gonna have a
I-
fun night.
Yeah, it's been called in, so I got to wait for him to. I'm gonna have to go get it when it comes in.
Well, oh, it was Justin that got him pulled?
Yeah.
How long is he gonna be
He's
off for
gonna be
work?
in.
About a week or what?
So he goes back to work Monday.
Holy fuck.
But I figured I
Yeah,
got him where I
well-
want him now, but I'll be playing with a polar bear. I'm not doing it.
Well, the good thing about it, the pressure would be gone now, but he's just the swelling is what you got to worry about. And he don't smoke, right? So he's good.
Nope.
Yeah. But
Well,
then
the
you
only
get
I
thing
wouldn't
dry
think
socket.
you-
he's got to be careful of getting his dry socket.
That's what I said about smoking. You get dry socket, and that's
Yeah.
really bad.
The hell's
Yeah,
dry
the top-
socket?
Dry socket is when the hole they took the tooth out of, it gets
Yeah.
too much air and it dries out and causes all kinds of issues.
Hmm.
Like infections and stuff like that?
Yep.
Oh,
You
okay.
want clothes. You want clothes, Justin. It's just
And it's very
Dusty.
painful too.
Yep.
What's up, Dusty?
That's the
Well, Dusty
I
said
think-
I'm always here lurking. He heard everything you said, Tim.
yeah.
it does.
Dusty, your
I
ears
want
were
to know,
burning.
Dusty. I want to know, Dusty, what part of the test tube did they scrape you from?
I don't know. What
Well,
side
say
of the tube did you shoot him?
Left side. Yeah, something about that. I'm waiting for him to get a good PC.
What, you
But-
want to play him?
Well, we all play, but Dusty, he's cool, you know. I think it would be good to play games with him, but he takes care of his priorities first, like everybody. Well, most people I know do. So he can't get a PC right now. He will eventually.
Yeah, let me know.
He did get a laptop from one of his buddies. I told him to try
Yeah, he did.
Fortnite out on it because Fortnite actually doesn't take that much resources on a computer. I've seen,
16-bit. Yeah, he can
like
do
I
it on a
said,
laptop.
the laptop Kelsey uses isn't that powerful and it runs it just fine. It's got
An
integrated
Xbox
graphics.
controller.
If you're using a laptop, just put a fan underneath it.
But what?
What?
If you're using a laptop, just put a fan underneath the computer.
Where'd that come
External
Laptops
fan.
come. Hold on. Laptops come with fan. Xbox controller just put the dongle in the side of the PC, unless he knows how to do mouse and keyboard, which I'm fucking for that.
I don't like
I
mouse
can't
and
do it.
keyboard. I
Alexa,
like using
it's
my
better
Elite
shooting.
because
No,
I can
fan.
adjust it.
It's better for shooting because it's more accurate with a mouse, but I like the Xbox controller when you just slow down the movements and everything's fine. That's what I did.
That's like I said, when I adjusted my sticks, the tension on my sticks and my
Dusty.
trigger buttons and everything, I don't have any problems aiming.
Yeah,
Dusty
they're
said
good.
you guys are trying to milk a rock.
I told you he don't have the money right now. He will. He'll get
Rocks
one.
can be milked.
Yep.
I
Hey,
do
I
it every
started
day
out
with
with
the
the
two I
laptop.
have.
Well, they can milk almonds, so they might be able to milk a rock.
I have
Hey,
two
Paul,
rocks
you
that I
remember
milk
when I used to-
daily.
Paul, you remember when I went on logs the first time? I was on a laptop.
Yep.
That was it.
Yep.
So it takes time.
Yep.
It takes fucking time. It took me 5 years. Well, 3 years.
Uh,
Oh
Hi,
yeah.
David.
Laura's in the background.
Laura.
No, I'm not. There you are.
She's playing Fortnite. I bet.
Yep. You
No,
are correct.
Tim, I'm not playing Fortnite. My computer's off.
Laura's playing with herself.
Mm.
Oh,
Go
Jesus.
for it.
My God.
Actually,
But
almond
you-
milk is just ground up almonds with water.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's still not milk though.
Oh, it's where a midget fucking milks an almond. Get it right.
Yeah.
Almond
milk my
milk.
You can't call them midgets no more. They're called little people. Pack it in.
Yeah.
Dusty. Dusty
They're
said never
midgets.
seen an
Yeah,
almond
almonds
with
called-
don't have nipples, so how do you milk them?
Dusty
I
said
don't know,
never
ask the
seen an
midgets.
almond with boobs.
Then my
That's God.
stepdad's a dwarf.
I want a midget. Seriously, a midget woman? Yeah, baby.
My stepdad is a dwarf. So
What?
Because you got
my
boobs
stepdad is a
on them, you can
dwarf.
milk 'em.
A
Does he
midget.
have a sister? Does he have a sister?
Hi,
Uh,
Mike.
funnily enough, all the women on his side of the family are all tall, but all the males are
damn it.
small.
Come on.
That's weird.
I'm
Find me a
saying
midget.
nothing.
Find me a woman midget.
Man.
Gosh, they're hot. They're hot. Telling you.
I've had one. She was Latvian.
Well, what you need to do, Tim, is join the circus. You could have all the little ones you
I
want.
missed the circus that was in town last weekend. Damn, pissed me off.
Tim.
Good
Tim,
point,
Dusty,
Dusty. Good point.
All right.
Dusty said you need a woman in a wheelchair so she can't run away from you.
You know this person.
Nah, she'll even get away from me. She'll even get
Wheelchairs
or
are
she'll
faster than running, believe me.
Exactly.
True,
She'll
Mark.
take my wallet and be gone. Most of
She'll
them do.
take your credit card first.
Yep, that's what they all.
Pointless taking his
Oh,
credit
sorry.
card. There's nothing on it.
That's right. Oh, my credit card. Oh, they're good.
He spends it all on
I
this.
made you host, Justin.
No, I didn't.
Okay. So we don't have that problem
No,
again.
I
They
just
throw it out.
If you've watched Willy Wonka, midgets are flaming fast as well.
Oh, Oompas. Oh yeah, but they were all guys. I want a woman.
I've had a woman. I don't.
A
It was
lady
different.
midget. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Have you? Never mind.
Yeah,
Nice.
she.
Beautiful.
What was it? Oh, Bosnian. She was.
Like a boss. I just want a midget because my micro penis syndrome, and it would
Well,
look
it
big
doesn't
for them.
change because of the size, Tim.
No, it would look big in their hands.
Tim, are you working?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay, I just sent you a link on Facebook Messenger.
Okay, I'll look at it afterwards. Can't look at it now. On my phone. It better be a midget woman. Okay.
I'd go to the Mines of Moria for that dwarf.
Oh Lord! All right.
There,
Good, good.
there are a lot of pictures of midget women in bikinis and underwear on Facebook
Dude, they got they got midget porn. They got midget porn. Have you ever? Oh my God! The things they can do.
You're such a weirdo.
one hour you can fill them up.
Oh my God.
All right, I'm gonna go fix dinner.
All right, Don.
It's gonna
I'll
be
look
a
at that
wee
after.
little dinner.
It's gonna be a wee. He got filled up. No, I gotta watch. I don't know, man. Midgets are beautiful. I think their faces. And, yeah, anyway, just me. What's people saying in the chat now? I would love to see the conversation.
Everybody's ignoring the conversation.
Well, Dusty said admitting the truth is half the battle, Tim.
Well, thank you. I've done that already, Dusty. Thank you. Appreciate it. Is Jason live yet, Justin?
I don't think so. Is
No.
he supposed to be going live? Or are you just
Usually every
assuming
day. Usually every day he goes live.
I don't know.
He goes live every day. Where did Paul go? Catch a ship?
I
I'm
think his
guessing
computer took a shit on him again because he made me host. Oh no, I guess he
Yeah.
did leave to go get a ship. Still here.
because he
he's
put
not
his phone around his neck. So
He's not frozen because I can see the waves coming in.
Yeah,
Or
he might have. I don't think he said. He just said, "I'm your host," and then he left.
I believe Justin's been trusted to be host.
Yeah, right.
Keep it up,
Oh,
Lord.
play Fortnite.
Remember, I'm host.
Yeah,
Play Fortnite.
last time Paul made him host, Justin Paul went to him, Justin, have you got this? Justin was like, yeah, no problem. Paul, as soon as Paul walked out the door, he went, David, can you take over? Bye.
Yes, I ended up having to leave. It was the last minute thing.
yeah, Night Trade said yes, he's fully out of the closet, not Dusty.
All right, Mike. All right, Mike. Fuck. You gonna be up at 4 a.m., Mike?
I
Watch some
doubt
Fortnite.
Mike's going to be up that early.
He used to be when he was painting. Well, he is painting now. He used to be. Because he used to watch the Rowdy Bunch on his way to work and shit, getting ready. But that was 6 o'clock. Yes. That's been 2 years since I did a live with Rowdy Bunch. No, a year and a half. I think. I like to go watch the Rowdy Bunch and see how drunk I got. Holy fuck. That was some shit back there. And now everything's quiet. Be right back.
Yeah.
Hey, David, I hear you're having an election in July. What do you
Oh,
think?
not this again. Yes.
We don't want to talk about it.
All right.
What? Don't wanna
We're
talk
going
about
to
what?
hear more than enough about it over the
The
next
only
2
thing I will
months.
say is, if you want to see something funny, just watch how the Prime Minister comes out the door when it's not supposed to be raining, realizes it's raining after he delayed the announcement. The guy that's supposed to carry the umbrella for him picks up the umbrella and has the Prime Minister walks out the door, he shuts the door behind him and leaves the Prime Minister outside to stand in the rain and announce that there's going to be a general election. He looked like a wet lettuce. Right? He can't get fucking anything right. That guy seriously is a walking disaster zone.
Some of the late night comedians are gonna have a field day with that.
Oh, they already started. The wet lettuce and all them comments have all been going round.
Oh, the memes are just getting started.
No, for the next 7-8 weeks, our televisions are going to be full of shit.
Politics?
Get your toilet paper now. Get your toilet paper now.
Yeah, party political broadcasts.
Yeah, I've been getting political ads for several weeks now.
Oh, it gets worse the closer you get to elections.
Yeah.
Every other fucking ad's a damn political ad.
We got primaries around here soon, so. Problem is, not everybody knows who these people are that are running.
That's all right. We don't know who half of the people who are running for ours are either.
A few of them are like, you're who? And your district is where? Which part of the state? Yeah, North Carolina just had a primary. Georgia just had a primary. South Carolina's about to have it. About June, May.
All right, I'll see you later.
Bye, Tim.
Catch you later,
Bye-bye.
Tim. See you in the morning.
About June 12th. So hopefully some of the political ads will die down a little bit after that.
No, we've still got a while before ours. Ours is middle of next year.
So middle of 2025.
2025.
Which would be June?
It can be anywhere from March to September of next year.
What in
It's
the
when the government
fucking hell's going on in America?
has to be before the 27th of September 2025 in Australia. But the government can call an early election if they want to. But
Yes,
the way it's going at the moment would be ill-advised.
27th of September.
Yeah.
That'll be
Too bad we can't do an early election.
That'll be my mum and dad's 66th anniversary.
Okay.
According to this article about Joe Biden having willfully retained classified files, but he was not accused of obstructing any inquiry, and the Justice Department investigator decided not to charge him, concluding that the jury would view the US president as a well-meaning elderly man with a poor memory. He's the fucking president of the United States, for fuck's sake.
Yes.
Yeah, and
That's
the
what I
fact
said.
is, and the classified stuff he had,
and
the
Joe
classified stuff he had was when he was a senator, and he was not or a vice president, and that was from those dates, and he did not have the authority to take those.
And isn't a lot of the stuff that he had in his garage 30 to 40 years old now?
That's what I was saying. That stuff that he took that he was not supposed to he couldn't have declassified anytime because he didn't have the option to do that. Whereas President Trump said he declassified the information that he had, and he had the authority to do that.
Yeah, well, Trump
Mm.
apparently has been charged because they found extra files that had not been.
No, go back
Declared
and look at the
or something.
news.
I'm only
The
going off what
FBI
it says
came
here.
out and said, FBI came out and said those were staged photographs.
The
This is
after
saying they were in his
Interesting
bedroom.
discussion.
They came back
after
and they did a retraction and said that they actually came back, and some of the whistleblowers at the FBI said that they added stuff to the pictures to make it look bad.
Well, this is about Trump's some court case or something that's going on, and the FBI searched the former president's Florida home. Files were found in his private quarters months after federal agents discovered hundreds of classified records as they executed a search warrant at Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach in summer of 2022. Apparently, they found extras. Well,
Yeah, wherever you got that from, they need to give the rest of the story because they're not giving it all. They're giving their story.
This is talking about the court case that's going on, not they're not what they're accusing him of. It's what the courts have said.
But I heard after the FBI seized all those documents, well, as they were going through that, they kind of got disheveled and mixed together. So they're not all documents that were found were not all together as they were.
Yeah, well, it's
No, it came out about 6 weeks ago that the FBI, there was a couple of people that came out and said that the pictures, that's everything that said classified on it and stuff like that were added to the picture to make it look like that.
So wouldn't that mean that'd be
Here you go,
Photoshopped?
Andrew. This is what we was talking about, the wet letters. The fucking state of that.
Well, he's just called. Didn't he just call in the election?
That's when he was calling the election. The guy that was supposed to hold his umbrella decided to stay indoors with the umbrella. He was like, fuck that, I'm not going out there.
So he was locked out, huh?
Well, he's never locked out because the door is always open. The door to 10 Downing Street's always open, but it's always guarded by police.
So, have we had the right of reply from Larry the Cat yet?
Actually,
his discussion on the election.
Yeah, well, they've interviewed Larry and they said, Larry, what do you think about another election? He went, on this occasion, thank fuck for that.
Oh God.
Yeah. This'll teach him for buying me Felix when I wanted whiskers, the bastard.
Exactly.
Although it sounded all like
meow 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 meow.
Yeah.
They had a cat translator there.
Yeah.
But Marx would be going woof 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 woof.
No, I've got a cat as well.
Oh.
Actually, Marx will be going.
Charlie says.
Yeah.
BD has got a field day with this. Mark, is that your car?
Yeah.
That's nice. Is there a soft top?
It is.
If I'm not mistaken, is that a BMW?
It is.
Yep.
The soft top folds down into a panel just behind the back seats.
Yeah.
How old is it?
2003.
Wow. Beautiful car for 2003.
132,500 miles on it.
At this rate, keep going. Just change the oil.
Yep.
And rotate the tires.
There's no need to do that nowadays.
Why not?
Well, your tires should wear fairly evenly if you drive correctly.
Hmm.
It's only if your steering geometry's out of whack that your front wheels will wear unevenly.
Exactly. You've got to, yeah. It's all about
So-
wheel alignment.
So do you have all season tires on it, or
Nah.
like winter tires, summer tires?
We kind of don't get much difference in weather between winter and summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, wet.
Yeah.
It's so wet that they even named the pot group after it.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it in my fingers. And I feel
I
it in my
feel it
toes.
in my toes.
Yeah, good night, girls.
Who's the guy that sang that in the movie?
Wet is Marty Pellew.
Marty Pello.
Who sung it in the
I
movie.
could feel
Oh.
it in my fingers. I
It's
could feel
Pello,
it in
Dom,
my
not
toes.
Pellu.
Oh, that's how we pronounce it over here.
Nah, it's just Pello.
Christmas is all around me.
And so, here we go. Another copyright strike.
I don't remember the
Nah.
name of the song.
Didn't sound anything like the
I-
original, so we should be safe.
Oh, good.
Yeah. With my singing, no one would ever copyright it. They don't want to claim anything to that.
So what are you up to, Mike? You print anything from that new printer of yours there, David?
I did a plaque yesterday, the Euro trucks.
Are you happy with it?
Yep.
Good. So it's the best printer yet.
Well, it's the only one that's worked so far, so
True.
it's not really had much competition, has it, David?
What's that?
He said, "Is it the best printer yet?" I said, "Well, it's the only one that's worked."
Do we see any huge improvements coming for 3D printers?
A lot of improvements.
I mean, like massive improvements.
Well, I don't know. I doubt we'll hear of them until it actually happens.
Hmm.
There's supposed to be a larger printer coming out.
Now, I want a 3D printer that prints 3D printers. That'd be great.
That's already
Yeah, you can actually do that.
that's actually already been,
Uh,
I'm afraid.
Too many metal parts.
Yeah, the
mean,
metal parts you have to buy separately, but the rest of it you print.
They've not yet managed to get it to print circuit boards.
Yeah, that'd be the one. Yeah.
Actually, circuit
Oh, that'd
boards can be 3D printed. Unfortunately, they're not very good.
That's because they've got no copper on them.
Justin, what do you think about 3D printing circuit boards?
I
Chocolate.
don't know.
Chocolate's the next big thing.
Yeah, I could go for that. Go for that. I would have a 3D printer if it printed chocolate.
You can
Yeah.
get them.
I think there
They
is.
are there.
Mm.
If you want a
Yeah,
3D
they're-
printing chocolate, go and buy one because they are there.
They're kind of crap though. I've seen a couple people do reviews on them. They're
It
not the
depends on
best.
what you're doing with them.
Well, printing chocolate.
Oh.
Yeah, somebody 3D printed a full chocolate Easter egg. I mean, full, just solid chocolate.
Big one or small one?
Oh, that sounds interesting.
No, a full size,
With no hollowness.
no hollowness.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Now that's diabetic coma in the making.
That's a teeth breaker.
Ah,
Because I must admit, I like my chocolate out of the freezer.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that have got them are printing rude parts.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I should imagine there would be quite a lot of that. And put them in red and white tin foil so they look like Santas to hang on the Christmas tree.
That's already been done by Cadbury's.
Yeah, I know.
That was funny. Yes.
It was.
Whoever did not check that at quality control were off their heads.
That was so funny.
So Cadbury's printed a Santa Claus chocolate bar that for kids, but they decided that because it was just chocolate, they weren't going to put the facial features on, just the shape, right? Which was fine.
And a couple
Now
of
you
snowballs.
realised when you opened it, it looked like a penis. And lots of kids were giving penises to their kids at Christmas.
And we're bringing this channel to a whole new level.
Yeah.
A little bit lower than usual, but it's getting there.
I'm not surprised, David. Are you, Dominic?
Nah. Never surprised.
Yeah. There's always something.
Stunned and shocked.
And some of this stuff is crazy.
Yep, as per usual. It always happens that way.
I hear there's a few Louisianians in power that are crazy. Joe?
What do you mean?
A few politicians that are going after abortion again.
I don't know. I haven't heard
They're going after the abortion pills.
Interesting topic.
They're going after to do it or not do it.
They're going after the two most effective treatments for abortion.
Good.
There you go.
Oops.
That does look like it.
Well, this channel's gonna be banned real quick.
Oops.
No, it's
Damn.
that isn't a genuine thing. And the worst bit is that was in 2016 that they worked it out, and they've still not corrected it to today. Every
Maybe.
Christmas, they're still printed, they're still gone.
Maybe they're selling well, and people thought, well, it's funny, so let's keep selling it. We haven't got many complaints.
Yeah.
It's funny to a point, but you know, who the hell gets pleasure from watching their kid open that on Christmas Day and goes, "Oh."
Yep. Interesting.
A few moms are gonna be like to the fathers, like, "You gave your son what?"
They might say, was that supposed to be for me?
Yeah.
There were
Yeah,
supposed
chocolate
to
dildo.
be there were supposed to be Christmas decorations
Oh
on the tree. Yeah, they went on the tree.
Oh,
Mike's got a point. Do you see what he put in the chat, Joe?
no, I'm getting to it. I had the old chat up. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Like I said, we're getting further down. That hole is getting deeper.
We're digging harder and harder.
No, we're not digging that hole. We're just falling. So
So
my
we're-
son just had a big smoothie delivered to him. He can't drink it with a straw, but he could eat it. And he said, how am I going to eat it with the gauze still in my mouth?
Oh dear.
Take the gauze out.
I said, is it still bleeding? He says, yeah. I said, well, you can't eat it yet.
I guess at least put it in the fridge.
Nah, he's probably gone in a minute. I'm waiting because I don't know what time CVS closes tonight. But they better call me
Those-
before, I got to go get his stuff when they call.
I'll take it. That's the pharmacy.
Hmm,
Yeah.
the
See
chemist.
what time they close.
Yeah, we call it a chemist as well, but they wouldn't.
I
Yeah, they
would
call
think
it a drugstore or a pharmacy.
I would I think about 9, but probably
They might
8.
close.
I
Well,
think they
our,
close
our,
about 8.
our chemist usually closes at 9. So
Well, either
Yeah, I'm
you have
hoping.
just a pharmacy, or if it's a drugstore, it's a store where you can buy basic goods like bread, milk, and all that, but then it also has a pharmacy. That would be a drugstore.
Yeah, because
Okay.
my
You would-
CVS has, you know,
Apart from
bread,
the fact that
milk,
we have
soda.
pharmacies in our supermarkets sometimes, like Tesco's has
Yeah,
got one.
we
Asda
do
has got
too.
one.
All the hospitals
would-
around here all have Publix pharmacies right in the hospital.
Ooh.
now we've got pharmacies
But-
inside the hospital. Yeah.
But you would never have a chemist selling bread and milk.
No, not here.
Well, Boots do.
That'd be like a chemist versus a 7-Eleven.
How are you gonna call them a chemist when all they're doing is an overglorified
Boots
pill
don't.
filler? All they do is fill pill bottles.
Yeah, they
a
close at
chemist?
7.
No, it
No
has
box
to
filler.
have
Oh,
it has to have a qualified pharmacy dispenser.
Right.
Has to have a-
Yeah, it's called a
Yeah,
pharmacist.
yes,
Yeah,
have
it's
to
a
have
pharmacist.
qualified
Yeah.
pharmacist
But
in
it's-
there.
It's
It's a chemist.
it's still a chemist.
It's a chemist, but it's got a qualified pharmacist in there.
It-
So it's a chemist.
Either way, it's a chemist, it's a pharmacist, because you still need the extended.
What are they
education
doing
to be.
chemistry wise besides learning what medications do for people?
They call it that because in the old days they used to just mix your
Because in the old days it used to be an alchemist.
Yeah.
yes alchemist.
And what do they also have the compounding chemist as well, where they actually
Oh, I
build
forget.
Yeah,
the
they had to make the pills.
make the pills.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And they can build
sometimes they still do that. for
yeah,
certain
yeah,
stuff.
you can find the occasional one around here, but it's just all the chemists around here are franchised now.
You used to have this little press,
Right,
a little
uh,
bit looked a little bit like a reloader.
Yeah,
And you
yeah,
used
yeah.
to put the powder in and press the powder together into a tablet.
Yeah.
There's only a small handful in all of New York State, only a small handful of pharmacies that are not owned by
Okay.
big box stores.
Right. This is the difference between a chemist and a pharmacist. A chemist can make up medication. In other words, they can get the ingredients in and make the
Right.
medication, the tablets, and
Which
so on.
90% of
Yeah, they
pharmacists
usually
don't
just
do
box
anymore.
movers here.
A pharmacist cannot. They're more medically trained. They can dish out and prescribe medication and give advice on issues, but they cannot make their own
Well,
medication.
most of them don't. 99% of them don't make medicine anymore because it's all mass produced by
Yeah, it's
factories.
all box movers.
We
Yeah,
still
They're
have a
just
few
box
chemists
movers and
over here.
bean counters.
There's
But
a few
our
some-
pharmacists over here do not prescribe medication. All they do is
No,
they
you've got to
learn
go to
what
a
the
GP
medication.
No,
to
they-
get a prescription.
the
Yeah.
pharmacist fills the medication.
Now they can give
He
you
fills it.
recommendations on over-the-counter medication. Like
And
if you
they
go
could-
up to them and you say, what's the best thing for a flu? They could say, well, try using this medicine, and then they'll take you over
No,
and
we
show you all
generally
the flu
do the
medication.
we do the GP for that.
No, I'm talking about over-the-counter medication.
Oh,
They
yeah.
give you recommendations for that.
You can now get prescriptions written by a nurse practitioner as well.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's normal
we
over
haven't
here.
got
You don't
that
ever
yet.
see the
yeah.
dude.
My,
That's like 100% normal over here. You don't ever see the fucking doctor 90% of the time. It's all the nurses doing everything.
Yeah, because my last doctor was a doctor of nursing. So at one point we were like, "Do we call you Doctor Nurse?"
No,
And it
because
ends up being we just call her Carol.
nurse practitioners are so highly trained that they're damn near a doctor.
Right.
They're
But
just
our
not quite a
pharmacists,
doctor.
our pharmacists are more medically trained and actually can prescribe.
Some
Not,
can.
not,
Yeah,
yeah,
see,
but
ours
over
will
there,
only give you recommendations for other over-the-counter medicine.
Yeah,
Stuff you can
here
buy
give
they-
you,
right
yeah,
off the counter.
recommendations for over-the-counter medicine.
and
If
they
you
can
need to, you got to go to the GP.
and
Well, a
they-
lot of the time when I go to get my medication, they ask me, "Do you know that this medication can react with that medication?" and so
Yeah.
on. Yeah,
Right.
where the,
Yeah,
where the
I do,
GP has never worked it out.
Now,
Yeah.
our pharmacists here in Florida, at least here in Florida, they can overwrite a doctor's prescription. Like, so if a doctor says, I'm going to give you a week's worth of pain meds, and if the pharmacist feels like what the doctor's giving you is too much, they can actually downsize the
Okay.
amount that their doctor's giving
yeah,
you,
that is true.
which is annoying because I've gotten prescriptions for pain medication before for certain things. And then the pharmacist was like, well, I'm not giving you a whole week's worth. You're only getting 3 days worth. Because
Or
Well, they
if
can't
it's
do-
if it's
You
not
can't do that
written,
over here.
if the script is not written correctly, they will call the doc and ask, "Is this what you really want him to have?"
And they
Because he
can't
has
do that
this
over here either.
condition.
So over here,
Well,
your
whether they can or
GP,
can't, they don't.
yeah, if your GP writes your prescription, the chemist or
What's up,
pharmacist
Sunstar?
can't change it.
Exactly. Yeah, same here.
If something is wrong or they can't get it, they tell you what they recommend. You go back to your GP and get it changed.
But you can also
However-
get the generic version of it for cheaper too.
Yeah.
That's what they do here.
Yeah.
Do you want the generic brand or the name brand?
Because
Yeah.
usually
Oh, yeah,
generic
they
is the
can
same
do that.
main ingredient. So
Right. So if I had a rash on my arm, because GPs are so pushed over here and
Yeah.
half of them fucked
same
off
here.
back to I think. So what if I've got a rash on my arm, I can go into the Boots or the pharmacist chemist and say, "What's this rash?" And if they can spot it there and then, they can prescribe a medication.
Usually antihistamine.
But it
or
all
hydrocortisone.
has to go through the same
Oh,
procedure.
God,
It has to go on a prescription, has to go on your medical
Steroid.
records, and
Mm.
so, you see as well
I-
over here, up to a few years ago, the chemists would never see your medical notes. Now they can.
Mm.
And a lot of them as well. Say I'm late picking my medication up, say I'm unwell, they will actually ring me and go, "You've not put your prescription in. Would you like us to do it?" And if I say yeah, they'll go, "Would you like it delivered to your door, or would you like to come and collect it?"
Yeah, we do that, but you have that $15 charge. You can
Oh, it's
do it
free over
on. You can do it on the internet, where you can log in and get your script and then get it sent to you. But it's a $15 charge.
Well, it's free
Or
over
you can
here.
just, well, considering the fact the chemist is probably 2 blocks away from me, and inside the chemist is the GP.
Oh,
So you've got the chemist
Yeah.
and the GP inside each other.
Yeah, they always tend to be next to each other here.
Well,
You'll
this
always
one's actually
have
inside
a
it.
Boots or I forgot what the other one is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
we've got a Lloyd's
over
pharmacy.
here we call
That's
it
the one,
chemist.
Lloyd's.
We have Chemist Warehouse.
Yeah.
And Chemist Warehouse has a GP inside of it.
Actually, I
To
don't
go-
think
you
there
go
are
down to
Lloyd's
the
down
back of
here
it,
anymore. I think
you've
they've
got
closed them
the-
all down.
It's
GP
now
room.
called Well, I think.
Oh, we got them.
Well,
A
it's
couple of
called
them.
Well Pharmacy now. It used to be Lloyd's.
Right. Yeah, we got two of them, but they were Well Pharmacy because there used to be a Well Pharmacy and a Lloyd's next to each other, but the Lloyd's closed down.
That's because they were taken over by them.
Right. And we got Shadworth as well.
Yeah, well, basically what we did was all the small chemists were taken over by it's called Chemist Warehouse.
Mm. We've got
And they're
a few
basically-
online. We've got a few online chemists that will deliver.
Yeah, we've got
By
online
post.
scripts
Yeah,
via
we,
telehealth.
we got a few of
We've
those
got-
here.
Some chemists that are in the same buildings as GPs. We've got chemists that are in supermarkets,
We
and
haven't done that yet.
we've got some privately owned chemists still. Like we've got a 24-hour one,
Yeah,
which is obviously run by
You guys still
Asians.
call them chemists?
Chemists
Yeah.
and pharmacists, yeah.
Or
Yeah.
what we call them is pharmacists.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we just had
Yeah,
this
we're gonna go over
discussion.
this again.
There's a
Yeah, but
difference.
you see, a pharmacist doesn't know how much stuff to put in the cocaine to cut it properly.
Yes, yes, they do.
They do.
They're licensed. They're licensed just like what you call a chemist.
Yeah, but we have
Actually,
a chemist and a
no, we don't.
pharmacist. Right.
A pharmacist cannot make up.
Today, a
pharmacist
pharmacist
cannot
is a
make up
doctor.
drugs, whereas a chemist can.
Yeah, most places
Chemists are
over
just
here-
generally the box movers.
Yeah, well, most over here now are pharmacists because it's all pre-made, it's all pre-packed, and so on.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah, just-
we
yeah,
still
they're box
have
movers.
some actual chemists
Well, they have
where
pharmacists
they can
that
where they
actually
can make the
mix-
medication.
that actually can.
Yeah, they're the
pharmacists here can
compounding
make
chemists.
medication as well.
We have compounding pharmacies which can
Yeah,
make,
we call them compounding
especially
chemists.
make.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we just call them chemists.
We call them compounding chemists as
Oh,
distinct from chemists.
Because they use the mortal and pestle to crush
Yeah,
it. and
yeah,
mix
yeah,
it.
You know, we've just sat here. I've just read it all out off a website, right?
Yeah.
And Laura
I
comes
know
out the
it's
shower and goes, pharmacist, just to try to prove me wrong. When I just
Yes.
fucking researched it all online.
She just wants to straighten you out, and get you
Go
figured
to
out.
bed.
you know?
Pharmacists and chemists are very close to the same, David.
They are not. One,
Similar but not the same.
they are not the same. They study different subjects.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how many. I know more
chemist
pharmacists
or-
than I can count.
A chemist studies chemistry. A pharmacist studies medication.
But at the same time, you can't have one without the other, really.
Well, you can, because you can have a pharmacist without a chemist because they're pre-packed.
I'm
Yeah, but
sorry,
without the
David.
pharmacy, you won't have a chemist.
Hey, Justin, straighten
Oh,
them
for
out. will you?
fuck's sake. All right, what's up, Sunstar?
In,
Hi,
in
Sunshine.
theory.
Yeah, and my sister studied microbiology.
And pharmacists are a doctor. So
And she was a medical laboratory science officer.
I guess Night Train might be a pharmacist.
They have doctorate's degree in pharmaceutical medicine.
Mm.
It's not. It's not. It's similar, but it's not the same.
Yeah. They're complementary of each other.
Yeah.
They're not
I don't know of
supplementary.
any chemists that work in a drugstore in this country.
Yes. As I said, but again, we're talking differently because the semantics of the problem is we're all in different countries.
Right. So yes, a chemist
Yeah,
is
and
one who investigates the properties of matter at a molecular
molecular.
molecule. Okay. A chemist conducts experiments to identify and determine the reactions between substances, contributing to a wider research on new substances. Chemists can also work to create substances through combination experiments. The
Yeah.
work of a chemist enables practical application of substances across many industries, including pharmaceutical industries, the food production industry, and cosmetics, to name a few. A
So in
pharmacist,
theory, that makes them a pharmaceutical chemist.
well,
No, it makes them a
Exactly right,
dispense.
because it says.
They're
in
actually known as
testing-
dispensing
In
chemists.
testing, not dispensing.
Yeah, but a
testing.
dispensary is something different.
no, because a chemist can make up medication. This has just said this.
Yes.
They can
That's
make
what I said, a
it up.
pharmaceutical
Right.
chemist.
A pharmacist
That's the
cannot.
identifier.
Right. So look, a pharmacist is someone who prepares and standardizes the use of medication to manage illnesses or injuries. A pharmacist's main priority is to ensure the safe administration of medication to customers.
Mm.
They dispense ready-made medications while also contributing to the development of pharmaceutical research. Pharmacists may work in a GP practice or retail stores offering advice about over-the-counter medications. And then look, as it goes on about different educations and what they have to do and so on and so on. And yeah, I ain't reading all that shit.
And as you
But
know,
they
Paul,
are different.
we've had this discussion on numerous occasions for various different things, and the end result is always that the English word for a certain thing is changed by the Americans just because they want to.
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, it's like a pyrotechnic. They make fireworks. Yeah. But isn't a terrorist also a pyrotechnic? Because they make fireworks that go bigger boom.
You got a good point there. But it's the semantics of
it
the
is.
situation. It's a usage of
It's a
words.
stretch. It's a stretch.
It is, but that's what I'm saying. Right.
But it's still a usage of words.
Well, no, because
you-
the word pyrotechnic is not the person who does it; it's actually the firework.
Right. But
That
anyway,
would become a pyrotechnician.
exactly. But the point is, you can use different names for different
Right.
things, and yet they mean exactly the same when you come round to it.
Or
Hey, Frank.
pyromaniac.
It's the usage of words. It's the
Yeah.
semantics of the situation.
Watch out for crazy people there, Frank.
Yeah.
Frank's driving. This time of year, there's more crazy people driving than usual.
Oh, there's always more crazy people driving.
Right. I do have another question to ask you guys in America.
Okay.
Right. We have a phrase over here, a chip on your shoulder.
Yeah.
You know what that means? You got a chip on your shoulder. Big
Yeah.
ego.
You're either hold a
Right.
grudge or
Yeah. Do the Americans actually call it a freedom fry on the shoulder?
yeah, a fry on
Just
the
ask.
shoulder instead of a chip. Yeah.
Could be your ego, a little bit bigger ego.
I noticed Justin doesn't even want
Well.
to get into this conversation.
Yeah.
I mean,
Justin-
it refers to a wood chip rather than a.
I don't know if you guys have got it same as me, but according to Zoom, right, all the Americans are on the left-hand side, and the English and the Australian are on the right-hand side.
No, not here.
No,
No?
I've got
no, we're
Paul,
on the
myself,
bottom.
Justin, Andrew, David,
you-
and Mark.
On
I've
YouTube,
got-
me, you, and Dominic are on the bottom,
Oh,
and Andrew,
Right.
Justin, and Paul are on the top.
that'd be great.
I
Well, it's
got
still divided.
me, David, and Mark on the right, and Paul, Justin, and Dominic in that order on the left side.
Oh, okay. We've all got it differently then.
Yeah, so I've got Paul. Below
I
Paul
just-
is Justin.
I've
Below Justin is Andrew. And on the other side, it's me. Below me is Dominic. And then below Dominic is Mark.
I've minimized the window so I can see the chat.
Yeah, yeah. I've got 6. 2. I've got 2, 2, and 2.
Wait, are you watching
Justin, have you
like
got that
4 different
affiliate
live
link?
streams
You
at
can sell
once,
another
Dominic?
monitor here.
Yeah, yeah. Look.
You could convince Andrew that a bigger monitor is better than shrinking Zoom.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, good idea.
Yes, You had two monitors, one with the chat on and one with the video on.
Why have two?
Yeah.
I have one. And it's power,
One
one
big
power
one split
cable.
into two.
One power
Want to
cable.
get three?
And I can split it. I can split mine into 6. So it's 34 inch.
Yeah, we need big. Need a bigger monitor then.
And the best bit is these LG ones are not now only £100 to buy, so they're probably about $120.
Yeah.
They're getting cheaper and cheaper.
Yeah.
Check Amazon. They
I
might have
don't
a bit cheaper.
Echo, how many dollars is £1? Echo, how many dollars is £1?
£1 is about $1 and 27 cents.
127 at the moment.
That's
It's
nice.
hovered between $1 to $2. $1 is £2, or £2 equals $1.20 or something like that.
No,
And it's been
$1.
bouncing.
You want to get it close to parity.
Yeah,
No,
no, you
but
don't.
it's been listen, but it's been bouncing like that for like last 20 years.
No,
It bounces every day. It's constant.
Yeah.
it moves up and down. However,
It's moving between 125 and 130.
at the moment, right?
Yeah.
However, only in recent times there was near parity between the US dollar and the UK pound, and it caused global issues. Right? There needs to be a gap between the dollar and the pound. I don't know why it is, but it should always be the pound is more than the dollar. I don't know why, but it's why the dollar is more used than the pound.
When I was a kid, there was
It
$4
It
to
doesn't
the
make sense. So
pound.
it's weird.
Hey,
I
when I was
see.
when I was a kid, there was $4 to the pound.
Yeah, but dinosaurs were also roaming the earth.
Dusty says £1 equals a lot of blunts.
Hmm.
And I think Dusty is voting for SpongeBob for
Oh,
president.
Paul, have you had this shit behind you before?
Yeah,
Big one coming up.
that's the Saginaw.
Yes.
It might be one of the oldest ships still on the lakes.
How often do you get new ships coming through?
The ones that you haven't.
Once every couple of years, you get a new one.
Yeah, so the ones you haven't ever caught, is there many of them out there?
No, I've caught them all.
Same to you,
So
Mark.
you've added everything to your collection.
What have you caught any that are similar to the Edmund Fitzgerald?
No, the Edmund Fitzgerald was built in the 1960s, I think, or 50s or 60s.
If it was still floating today, that'd be pretty cool. Behind you, look, it's like there's the Edmund Fitzgerald. I see your background, Mark.
Well, I said SpongeBob.
Yeah, I see SpongeBob's. I see his finger too.
Here you go,
Oh,
Paul.
let's come here. Look at this.
There's a 3D print for you.
Oh, we can change it.
What the hell happened to that piece?
So,
Weird.
what we're going to change it to.
Well, that ship took a dramatic turn, didn't it?
I guess Joe's figuring out the medicines.
It's like one that goes past you, isn't it, Paul?
Sad.
Yeah, 3D print that one.
Yeah. It should float if he prints it.
Yeah, you've got to put it together though. Might have to try and get one printed out, and next time Gitch is over, I should take it back. Oh no, not Sooty and Sweep. When you see characters like that, you can understand why there's a mental health crisis problem in this country.
Mm.
Isn't that an old cartoon, David?
Yes, it's from
No, not a cartoon. They were hand puppets.
Hand Puppets.
Hand Puppets.
Oh, forgot what were they on? Weren't Rainbow because it was Sooty and Sweep.
No. They were actually on Sooty and Sweep.
Oh yeah, Sooty and Sweep
Yeah.
shop, wasn't it?
That was it. I just could not remember.
I couldn't think of it. Yeah, he was right in front of us.
Yeah, I know.
Mm.
That's what happens to the brain. Cooked. I'm done.
I'm waiting until this generation grow up, right? There's going to be some serious problems, right? Think your first memory of anything you liked was this big green blob with a stick sticking out of its head, running over the top of a hill, going, Toby Toast Toast, Toby Toast, Toby Toast.
Yeah.
Oh.
Could have had the green thing with a stick sticking out of its ass.
Mm.
Jose jalapeno on a stick.
I'm going to be honest, I don't know what the back end of a Teletubby looks like.
A Teletubby? Teletubbies have been around for like
No,
25
that
years.
20 years now.
That had nothing to do with Teletubbies. That's Jeff Dunham's puppet.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know.
I think
don't know how long
Teletubbies
the
were
There was a-
been around.
1997.
There was a kids' TV show in America called Teletubbies.
Yes,
Yes,
it's over
it
here.
was in the UK. It was worldwide.
Yeah, UK version.
Yes, a lot of them are made over here and then edited for.
Imported.
Yeah.
I think it was 1997, I think was the first one.
Jesus, is that old?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
the girl that's in the face for the sunrise just turned 27.
Bloody hell.
Mark froze.
To think she could never get away from that, could she?
Yeah.
Mark froze.
Time for Toby Guidelines.
Your finger is frozen on
Yeah,
the
I
screen.
can see, man. I can see, Andrew. I can see. I don't know
The
why.
very first episode was released 31st of March 1997.
Right. I need to clip that bit because Mark's just admitted he can see. He's been trying to
There we
convince us he's
go.
blind as a bat. Look, he's been trying to convince us he's blind as a bat. Now he's just said he can see.
Can you see me now, Mark?
No.
How about now?
Well, Jason
No.
actually went live doing a drone thing for once.
How about now? How about
It
now?
lasted about 2
How about
minutes.
now? Can you see me now?
I
Just
didn't even think he was
hear me now?
flying drones anymore.
Yeah.
Are you
No,
doing
this
your
is-
tech show on
stop
on
doing this
Saturday this
shit.
week? Friday.
No, I've been
Can't be asked
kind of
doing
having
that.
fun doing the gaming lives instead. to be
Oh,
honest.
Okay, so we'll get in contact with Matt and see if he wants to come back now.
yeah. Because the problem is, I can't. There's no point in me staying up and what to just to watch you gaming. But I wouldn't mind staying up and joining a panel. If you had a panel, but when you game me, you don't have a panel, do you? So
Oh, let's do a panel then, David.
yeah, we'll sit here and just badmouth them on the other channel gaming. Yeah, look at
we'll react to his
his gaming. Oh,
gaming
there goes Tim again, just been shot.
Should we say, Matt, how's the tiny channel?
Yeah, say it a few more times and see what happens.
we'll do a reaction to the gaming.
Justin, didn't Matt say he used to work on pools?
I don't
What?
remember hearing that.
No, Tim did.
Tim.
Okay.
Matt never did anything like that I know of.
No, all I know of him is he's a truck driver.
And he used to be a train conductor back in the day.
Yeah. Train, trucks.
Yeah,
transportation.
What did he do?
We'll just say transportation.
Yeah. What did he do when he was in the UK? Because I know he lived in Chorley.
Yeah.
Truck driving. He did that all over the world. He did that in Canada, and the US.
He's done it in the UK.
And he was in Germany, I think, for a while.
So he came over to the UK to truck drive, and he went to the one town that's not famous for trucks.
Yeah.
Well, he was told to go there, so Matt went.
I think he was part of some kind of driver program or something where they were paying for people to go drive overseas.
All right, yeah.
And he got, I don't know if it was like what kind of program exactly it was, but he got paid a bunch of money to go because he was over here for about a year, I think, driving.
Yeah, no, well, they had that global truck crisis, didn't they? Where the only country that seemed to have truck drivers were Australia.
Yeah, we're good at exporting truck drivers.
Apparently, we don't have enough.
But that was back in the early 2000s, and that was in the US and Canada.
I'll tell you what, though, you watched that compilation video that's I posted earlier, and see the Australian truck driver. He gets right up against the back of the car and just bumps it.
Yep. See you, Andrew.
Bye, Andrew.
Later. Yeah, because Matt was in the UK or in the US and Canada back, I think it was 2005.
Yeah.
So it was like way before he was doing YouTube or anything.
Yeah.
But to think he only lived down the road from me and Mark. For a while.
Yep.
Pretty sure crime dropped after he left.
Yeah, it would have.
Yeah. Chorley's not famous from anything apart from its Chorley cake, which we won't go down the route of. Yeah, and the Matt bump.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to go to the welcome to Chorley sign. Yeah.
Home of the Matt bump.
Yeah, put it underneath the home of the Matt bump.
The only times I've ever been to Chorley is to play golf at Duxbury Park.
Our sheriff solved a 1972 John Doe murder. Homicide.
Right.
He gets murdered a lot, that John Doe.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a bit like Tim. He gets murdered and respawns.
And Jane Doe too. She was like a body and Clyde thing.
Yeah, she gets
his wife.
Well, she gets all sorts of stuff done to her.
Yeah, his wife.
Or sister.
Okay, so what do you mean by a John Doe murder then?
So John Doe is the name that they give somebody when they don't know their identity.
They
call men
John Doe.
Yeah, they call men John Doe and they call women Jane Doe when they don't know the names of them.
They're unidentified people that were killed.
Yeah.
We also call him John Citizen over
Now,
here too.
where they got that term or that particular name from, I don't know. I'm sure there's a history behind it. but
Yeah, there
when
must
they
be.
say it's a Jane Doe case or a John Doe case, that means that it's a
I
case
think
that
that's just
they
the
don't know
US
it
thing
is.
then, because I've never heard of it.
No, we
No, we
always
call him
call
John
it that
Doe.
as
I
well.
think we call him John Citizen over here.
I said, I don't know the history behind why they
They have
picked
been
that
called
name,
that in. I'm pretty sure we call them that in the UK as well.
but I can
I thought we
guarantee
just
you
called them
somebody out there,
unidentified.
I can guarantee you somebody out there has that name though in real life though.
It'd be interesting to be called John Doe.
I think
John Doe.
The Americans got it from when Homer Simpson used to be the coroner. And he said, it's John Doe.
Doe.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know the history behind why they picked that name, but yeah, it's the two
Well,
names.
I must find out.
I'm
Well, there's
sure
your
there's.
assignment.
It was probably a murder back in the day, and somehow they got the.
Oh yeah, we actually do use the same.
Okay, so Mike
US
looked
and
it up.
America, the UK and America use the same thing.
The term John Doe originated in the 18th century British legal terminology as a fictitious plaintiff in an action of injectment. What the fuck?
Plaintiff is used.
The hell's that to do with the unidentified body?
It's
obviously the
well,
legal
it doesn't have
terminology
to
where
be
he was,
dead.
where the
John
name
Doe
was the
can be-
plaintiff.
John Doe can be alive. It doesn't have to be dead. It just has
Oh,
to
yeah,
be
yeah.
unidentified.
I like how he's referring to people as it. It's like it doesn't have to be dead. Let's
Well, you can't be gender specific these days.
Yeah.
let's see if Jason's live. I don't think he is. No, he's not live. He was live earlier though. He was doing some kind of drone flight.
Yeah.
It was from the USS something or another. What was it? The drone stream at the USS Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Which I'm guessing is somewhere near Virginia Beach and not in Wisconsin.
Yeah. It'd probably be in Virginia Beach by now. Hello, Michael. Cool cat.
This is over on Johnny's show. Yeah, it's. Alright, I've got all that done. I don't know if Tim's still in the chat, but I went through the walker, Tim, and did the presets on the characters, and they're all saving for me, so. Maybe you're saving them before you got to add all the accessories to them and then save the character. I don't know. Maybe you were saving the character and then adding the accessories. That's the only way I could see that you were messing up maybe on that. I don't know. But they're all changed for me, so I don't know what issue you're having there. I went in and looked at it. I almost got first place earlier too.
Oh, right.
They freaking got me the
Keep
last
working on it.
second. I almost killed them. They were almost out of health.
Keep working on it.
I've gotten what, 6 victories in the past week?
Good to hear.
6 or 7, something like that.
you got the Christmas train behind you.
Yes.
Yeah, so I use a controller.
David will recognize it.
I
What's
use an Elite 2, Michael.
Scum. I mean, shit train. I mean, I just can't say it. I'm sorry, just can't say it. It's a
Is it in
trap.
It's in Blackpool, isn't it?
Stop swearing.
Yeah.
Blackpool, yeah.
It's actually not a train.
It's a tram.
Because with the Elite 2, you can actually adjust the tension on the sticks and your
Hey,
triggers
David,
and everything.
during your
You can make it more
your-
precise like a mouse.
your truck show today, somebody mentioned Blackpool in the chat.
Yeah, I know you did. Do that again, I'll take your wrench away.
They said, go Blackpool, and then they came back and says Blackpool, Blackpool, Blackpool.
But Elite 2s are pretty
I
expensive.
might have to reconsider your wrench.
I didn't have one. That's why you got it.
You have got one though.
No, I don't.
Oh, you do now.
Yeah, you do. He gave you one earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I was there when he
I
gave
was
it to
gray
you.
at the
You
time.
left.
yeah.
Yeah, but you left after he gave it to you. So you
Yeah.
never typed back in
Yeah,
the chat.
the problem was, Paul, a few weeks back when I was sorting out the
Everybody was
door and
gray.
that, everybody lost a wrench. YouTube said I'd given too many out and took them off me. Took them off everybody. So I had to start again. But it wasn't the actual wrench that was the problem. It was the super wrench. I'd given too many of them out.
Oh no.
Yeah, apparently they are limiting it.
Oh no. What to tell him?
Yeah, everybody has to be given a new one. So if you haven't been to my chat, next time you're there, you'll get one.
Yeah, I'll drop back in.
If I like it, that is.
But if you wanted to get an Elite 2, you'd be looking at some money, Cool Cat, because they're about $150. So they'd probably be about 130,
What's that
140
for?
pounds over there for the Elite 2, the Xbox Elite 2.
What,
Because
control?
like I said, what I can
Just
do is I
control
can tighten the tension of the sticks. I can adjust the travel on all the triggers and everything. And I can also take the joysticks off and the D-pad and put different ones that came with it on there, like different heights and stuff, and
Yeah,
different types of.
If you want
And,
the first Elite, it's 100 quid. If you want the Elite 2,
Probably what, about 130?
160.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. But that's the thing though, is you can dial it in and make it so precise that it's just damn near as good as a mouse. Like if you're somebody that doesn't like playing with a mouse and keyboard like me, it's actually, if you dial it in correctly and you tension the sticks right and all that stuff, you can get it just as accurate as a mouse.
Hey, Justin, if I wanted to, could I use that controller I got with my Tello?
To do gaming, yeah, you should be able to, yeah. It's just a gaming controller they refitted to work with the Tello. I mean, at the time, it was one that would just work with it, so they marketed it as a Tello controller, but it's just a gaming controller.
Mm.
You just hook it up to Bluetooth through whatever device you're playing on, and then you can use it like that.
Right. If you.
Yeah,
Cool.
and it's Bluetooth, but it's got a USB connection on it
So-
as well.
Right. Or you can just hardwire, plug it into whatever device you're playing with. Just run a cable. But
Yeah.
yeah, you can use that to game.
Right. But anyway, Cool Cat, if you want an Elite 2, CEX, which gives you a 24-month warranty, even though they are second-hand, they're £85 for the controller itself on its own and cable. Or if you want the case and all the parts for it, it's 110. But like I
Definitely
said,
want the case and everything for it, because it comes with extra, like 2 sets of extra joysticks. It comes with the tensioning tool for the joysticks. It comes with the extra D-pad. Because you can take all the buttons, like pretty much it comes with the paddle buttons and everything for the bottom. So it has 4 programmable paddle buttons at the bottom you can program
that's the
too.
only good thing about CEX, the CEX shop. They, when you buy it, say from a normal retailer, brand new, they only give you a 1 year warranty. You buy it from CEX, even though it's second hand, they will give you a 2 year warranty with it.
I mean, if you're going to get into gaming, you really don't want to use a keyboard and mouse. I mean, you might as well buy a really good controller. Don't buy a cheap ass one.
I would buy a cheap ass one just to test it. Just go on Facebook Marketplace and see if someone's selling a cheap one to test it first.
Test what?
Whether you're all right with a controller.
Whether you like
Yeah,
using
but
a
there
joystick.
you
see,
can't
'cause-
really. Yeah, but you can't really use a cheap one to test it to see if you're going to like it to justify you buying an Elite, because an Elite's completely different.
No.
Like I
What I'm
said,
talking about, you see, you've got Xbox and the little joysticks. One's at the top, one's at the bottom. I can't get with that. That really bloody pisses me off. So I prefer the one where they're both at the bottom, like a PlayStation.
Yeah, you like the PlayStation style
But
controller.
that's what I mean. You're better off making sure you know what you want first.
Well, I mean, he could go into a store and have them and hold them and see what one feels more comfortable. I mean, but me, like I said, if you're gonna game, either invest in a PS5 controller, a nice one, or invest into an Elite. If you're gonna want to game with the controller, because like I said, it's a whole different experience than your standard controller.
I'll stick with my steering wheel.
Is that shop game still going?
Yeah, but they're now in Sports Direct, in most.
I wonder if you could go in there and ask if you could try them. I'm sure they must have demo stuff out.
No, they don't. Not anymore. They used to.
That's the old.
No, but you should be able to at least hold it in your hand and get a feel for it.
Yeah,
Me personally, I like the feel of the Xbox controllers. I really like it.
The only way in the UK you could actually go in and do what Justin's saying is if you went to somewhere like Cash Converters or CEX, the second-hand stores. They will let you because they're already open.
Yeah, they're open.
Yeah, but you
Right,
couldn't-
and that's what I'm
couldn't go
saying.
into
Plus,
Asda and do it.
I mean,
won't
plus getting a
open.
2-year warranty with it, and it's used, and you're getting a deal on it. I mean, that's worth it.
Yeah,
That's,
and it's cheap, slightly cheaper. Not
yeah,
much.
you save about 50 pounds. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
like I said. Plus, you're getting a 2-year warranty with it. That's plenty long of a warranty to have on it.
And if you haven't got in your local store as well with CEX, you can have it sent to you, $3.95.
Well,
You can always return it if you order it.
Time for me to drop out, so I'll.
Right, Geronimo.
Where are you
See you
headed,
guys later.
Dominic?
What was that?
Where are you headed?
I've got to do a couple of things for my brother.
Oh, okay. I thought
Before I
maybe
do a
you
couple
were,
other
I thought
things
maybe
and
you were
get ready.
You were a guest host somewhere.
No,
Yeah, no, I'll show you guys here.
not today.
Since-
Okay,
I'll
Dominic.
let you guys know about the verification of my operation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Cheers, Dominic.
Well, good
I'm
luck.
penciled in, but I'll let everybody know. So
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Good luck.
there you
Good
go
luck.
later.
But see, like here, I'll spotlight myself. But with the case, you get the extra joysticks. You get 2 sets of joysticks. You get the little paddle buttons if you decide to use those, programmable buttons that click on the bottom.
Yeah.
And then you get an extra D-pad, which I don't really prefer this D-pad because it's hard to feel where you're pushing on which one, on which direction you're pushing. So, but you can take the controller and you even have a little spot for when you open the case, you put your charging base there. You have a little hole in the back. You can open it and put your charging cable through if you want to do that. But you can take the controller, you can remove the joysticks, replace the joysticks, you can tape, and they just pop off. Pop the D-pad off, you can put the other D-pad on. Back here, these little switches here, these control how much your trigger travels. So it's better to have a short travel because you don't have to squeeze it as much to get your gun to activate, right? So it
Yeah.
can be faster with the gameplay. And then you can put your paddles down here, you put them in those little holes. And then you can program the paddles for kind of like macro keys.
Yeah, well, like I said,
Program them to do what you want.
you're right. Getting one of them is probably best if you're really into gaming. But if you're not, it's a bit expensive to do if you can't get used to that controller with the way the buttons are.
And the way you tighten the sticks is you pull off the stick like that. And then you got this little tool here. And you just stick it in there at the tip of the joystick and you can twist it and you can adjust the tension of the stick. How much, if you want a nice tight or if you want it real loose. If you're trying to be more precise, the tighter it is, the better. So I got them
He
tightened.
said.
I have them tightened so that they're not so loose. But you can put whatever style joysticks you want on it.
I
So
just
got two
fucking
different,
realized something.
really
Me and
nice.
Justin are wearing the same T-shirt.
And then you have the little charging pad that comes with it. And that just goes right in your case just like that. And then you can take it out if you want to. So I don't use the case, I mean, just to store the extra stuff in. But with all the accessories you get and stuff, it's definitely worth just paying the extra 10 pounds or 20 pounds, whatever, and getting all the accessories.
Yeah.
Because if you buy them separate, it's actually more expensive. I like it though. I really like that Elite controller. Because going from a standard Xbox controller like this one, you can definitely feel the difference in the sticks and everything else. It's really nice.
I've found that the official Xbox controllers have got on cheaper and cheaper to make. They feel a lot cheaper now.
Oh, this thing, man, the Elite feels premium when you hold it. It's got
Yeah.
weight to it.
If you
it
feel
feels
around
really
the
nice.
yeah, you feel around the joints. I bet there's no sharp bits like on the Xbox controllers.
No, it's smooth.
Exactly. That's what I mean. The official ones seem to be getting worse.
Yeah, JD, I would like that too. If you could remove those buttons as well. Like if you could customize those, that would be pretty cool. And you can put up to 3 different profiles, so you can go into the Xbox accessories app and set profiles, and you can have up to 3 profiles. And you just push this button, and you can customize what color you want your button to be. So it's not just a standard white. You can set your color, and then you just switch profiles by pushing that middle button.
Tim, if you've got the money, why not? If you haven't, I'd wait.
I mean, like I said, when you put this controller next to this one and you hold them, I mean, it just feels so much better. And it's heavier and everything. It's just way more
The
premium.
Elite, so the Elite's a lot heavier, is it?
It's not a lot heavier, but
But-
it's definitely
but
heavier. It
noticeable.
feels, yeah, it feels
Noticeable.
more premium in your hand.
Yeah.
And they're expensive, but they're nice.
See, that's what I don't like about the Xbox.
Well, how much more expensive are they?
That one right there, if you went to Walmart right now or Amazon, it'd probably be between 120 and 150, depending on
Yeah.
what kind of deal you got.
Yeah, an Elite one over here, like I said, under the 60.
Yeah, 160 pounds new.
Yeah, an Xbox One, 40 quid. Big difference.
But yeah, that controller's, this is just my backup controller if I ever. Plus, this is the one that the kids use when they play because I don't let them play with that one. So they
20
use
minutes,
this
the
one
pain will go away a little bit.
because I don't want them breaking my controller, so they're not allowed to use that one. They use
Joe,
the
you got to
red
stop
one when they
talking
play.
to the picture of yourself behind you. Did you see
JD,
it?
do
Just
you
looks
have
like
the
Did they look like he was talking to his picture?
JD? Do you have the original Elite or you got the Elite too?
You're right there, Joe.
I had to run and get medicine. I had to leave fast.
I'll be diving into your son's Viking in there.
Nothing to do with it.
So he'll get home, find a half a pill left in the bottle. What the hell's the rest of them?
How's he feeling,
don't
Joe?
worry about that.
Do what?
How's he feeling, Joe?
Bad. Pain. everything's wearing off now. The other stuff's got to kick in.
Justin, check the chat.
No, Tim. I'm not sending you my D-pad. But like I said, if you look at the reason why here, I'll explain why I don't like that other D-pad. It's pretty cool looking. It comes with this one here. And then obviously you have your standard one that everybody knows. It's been a thing for a long time. But this one, I don't know. It just, when you're pressing it, it's almost like you can't feel which. It just feels weird when you're trying to go through different menus.
Yeah, because it's got.
So I went back to the standard one. That way I can actually
73.
feel each individual side, you know?
Yeah. Well, like the one you've got on, you've got more control. That other one looks like you're
Well,
slightly raised could go with.
Well, and sometimes I've pressed it and I feel, and sometimes I'll press down on it and I'll actually hit two different things, and it just, I didn't like it. It's not bad, but it's when it's you're in a fast-paced game, it's kind of sucks. Okay, JD's got the 2.
Yeah.
It's nice if you dial it in and everything, and you
just ignore Tim's response.
Well, if you can go sell your other controller back to that shop and trade it in, go trade it in, Tim. Pay the difference. I don't know what shop you bought it from, if it's like a pawn shop or something, but. I said they're expensive, but they're nice.
Get what you pay for.
Yep, exactly. Because that red controller, dude, I can go to Walmart and get one of those for like $30. They're super cheap. I could have bought like 4 of those for what I paid for that.
Yeah, somebody was selling the official Flight Simulator joystick controller. You know, the one you mount to your desk and you pull it back and forth like you would in
There's what is it, an official one made by Microsoft?
I think so, yeah.
Because a lot of people use the Turtle Beach, and what's the other one? What's the other brand that everybody uses? It's real popular. It's a real high-end one. I can't think of the name.
I've heard of Turtle Beach.
Yeah, Turtle Beach makes some nice stuff. They have a pretty nice joystick and all that, and yoke and everything.
Surprised Corsair aren't in the
What the hell is the name of that?
controller and premium joysticks and controllers. Tim's gonna sell his liver.
Because there's one that's real nice that everybody uses. Because you got Logitech, you have Turtle Beach, and Thrustmaster. Thrustmaster is like the real nice. That's the one I've seen a lot more people using.
Thrustmaster is my steering wheel.
Yeah, Thrustmaster makes some really nice setups.
I found Logitech
Justin, tell everybody, if you could tell everybody what they should have for gaming, what would it be, from controllers to monitors to whatever?
Well, controller, I would say an Elite 2 or a PlayStation 5 controller, depending on what your comfort is. Monitors, dude, there's a whole selection of monitors out there. I mean, depends on what your
How's Jason
graphics card outputs.
49-inch for gaming? Is it
He likes it. So what he has is so he has it split in 3 different separate screens.
Yeah.
By using that one program he uses. So he has the game in the middle, and then he can have his he has what is it, Prism on one side, and then he'll have his like YouTube stuff on the other side. So it works great for that. He doesn't like to use the full screen because he said it's a little too much.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's too much.
Plus, it's kind of the way that those ultra wides work. It seems to a lot of the programs for screen recording and stuff don't really work with them, from what I can tell.
I found anything over 34
he's been having issues with it.
Yeah, anything over 34 inch fucks up.
So, but other than that, it works great for the way he has it set up. I mean, You pretty much have 3 monitors in one, and you don't have to have 3 separate monitors.
Mhm.
Scuff. I've never heard of that one. Let me look that up, JD.
That's what
KUF is the brand most pro gamers use.
Yeah, I was talking about just people I know that have them. There's a lot of guys that have the Thrustmaster, but I've never heard of that one. I'm gonna go look them up real quick. Scuff. I don't know that brand. I don't play Flight Simulator though either.
that's the one that came with my Tello.
Here you go, Paul.
What you got? Oh, you got the film.
Yeah, I'll find out how it works this weekend. I'll get the baby.
There you go.
I got it through B&H Camera. They still carry it. And they carry it cheaper than everybody
Oh,
else.
it's a controller. Okay. Oh, that is a nice controller.
Mark
That
White
was
showing a controller or what?
179. No,
Yeah.
I'm looking at this controller JD was talking about. Scuff.
Stuff.
The Vision Pro
SKUF.
wireless PC gaming controller. 5 remappable G keys, remappable back paddles, instant triggers. IQ compatible. Oh, so it's got a. Is that made by Corsair?
Yeah, who's it made by?
Or is it? No, it's just IQ compatible. Okay.
Yeah, I was
So
going
you
to
can
say,
control our
I don't think Corsair
RGBs
are
on it.
in controllers, are they?
No, it's just so you can control the RGBs on it. 'Cause it's got RGBs on the bottom, so that's what they're making. I'm assuming that's why they made it compatible with IQ.
Yeah. But I am
That is a
surprised
nice ass
Corsair aren't
controller,
in it.
though.
I'm starting like it's making me tear up.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
it's pretty
Just
much
relax.
from what I'm reading here on what it does, and like the features it has. It's pretty much got the same features as the because it's got the
Great.
paddle buttons on the back. Okay, their paddles are built in though. I like that design though. That's a really nice controller. And it's got 5 mappable buttons on the top. That is nice. It's a little bit more expensive too. It's 179 for that one. Yeah, it is pretty cool looking though, JD. It looks really nice, like well built and stuff. I don't know. I've never seen it. Shit.
Well, it'd be interesting to know exactly what. Of course, I would imagine it's like anything else. It's what you personally feel is best, right?
Actually, this has actually some better features. I would say it has a couple more features than the Elite does. Because this one actually has 5 buttons that you can map on it, which the Elite doesn't have mapping buttons except for the paddles. And then it has the 4 paddles on the back like the Elite does. It does Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. I see that. It does have trigger, how much you can travel on the triggers. I see the little switches for those. I would say the only feature I can see from just reading the description and looking at it is it has the 5 mappable buttons on the top, on the bottom there, the controller, which the Elite does not have that. But it looks like a really nice controller though. I'd love to try one. See how much better they are. What the fuck is that over there? Okay. I don't know if I would really have a use for the mappable buttons. I could think of. At least for what I'm playing now. Just thinking, how comfortable would that be? Having 5 buttons right there. Guess that wouldn't be bad. But would that be faster? Like if you set that for your for your inventory. I don't think that'd be any faster than just pressing Y and going through 'em. Or your not Y, but your stop buttons there. I don't know. Yeah, that's true too. I guess it'd be more precise than using the bumpers because you wouldn't have to skip through weapons. Because I do that sometimes. I know you probably do it too, JD, where you're skipping through your weapons and you accidentally pass the one you need and then you got to go back. Yeah, that would be more precise because you would know exactly which button you're pushing. But you would just have to make sure your loadout was in the same order each time. Like your med stuff in the same spot. That way you would be able to get used to that. Would that stop me from throwing med kits at the opponents? I've done that a couple of times.
I think that'd be me all the time.
Yeah, I think that would be more precise than the bumpers though, definitely. But like I said, I would have to, for myself, I would have to make sure my loadout was in order each time. Like the 3 weapons and then med packs and then juice, shield. Like I'd have to put it in the same order each time in order to not keep myself from pressing the wrong button. Cause that's what, Jason does a lot of times. He'll put his stuff in order and I started doing that too, where I put my stuff in order on my loadout. So I'm not skipping all over the place trying to grab something or use something.
Yeah, if I started trying to play that game, I'd probably be handing the guns over to the enemy and be like, "Yeah, just take the gun."
Him was doing that, and then he was giving him med packs. Just heal up before you kill me. Have a little bit of heal. I can't really bag on him though, because I did it a couple times too. I've done it my fair share of times where I accidentally threw a med pack at him when I was trying to get a gun out. That's why I kind of took Jason's advice on putting my loadout in order. That way I know exactly where everything's at.
You
So
might
I'm
want
all
to
mixed
rephrase
up.
that though.
Get off of that.
So I've been trying to practice doing that more the last couple days, trying to put my stuff in order.
That's better.
So something wrong with you? Trying to put your stuff in order?
Yeah, did you actually hear what you said though, Justin?
What?
You said that
Throw
you
in
like
the
to put your load in.
Did you trying to put your stuff in order? Something's wrong that we don't know about?
I have no problem putting my load in anything.
That was it. That was more putting my load in. Yeah.
Yeah, put my load in order, he said.
Put my load out in order. Jesus
That's
Christ.
the one. Yeah, that means something else over here.
Send me a
Everything
link and
means
message
something
us
else
so
over
I'll
there.
see the cost of which do you want, the elite or the other one that we were just looking at, the scuff? I can look it up and tell you on the Amazon for Australia. Hold on.
I have a dilemma here.
What's that?
He can't eat, and I'm about to go make some fried chicken.
Oh,
That's
Don't
not
tell your problem.
well, you could always grind it up for him, couldn't you?
No, he can't eat. He's got stuff to eat, but he can't eat it yet.
I wouldn't class that as a dilemma.
It sounds like it could be a fight.
Well,
Jesus
give
Christ.
him chicken soup without the noodles.
Well, he's got all of that soup in there, but it's still bleeding right now. He's got to get it to stop.
It may
You
be
know how-
his dilemma, but it's not yours.
Yeah,
What's up
but
with
he
you, Justin?
they stitched the bottom, but they didn't stitch the top.
Oh my God, dude. You know how much that controller is in Australia?
Go on.
$372.
Dude.
Now, even if you do the adjustment for
Dollars to
dollars to Australian money, that's still like that almost double the price. Let's see, hold on.
Echo, what's $372 Australian in dollars?
in US dollars. Yeah.
372 Australian dollars is about 246 US dollars and 30 cents.
Yeah, dude. That's almost $100 more. Almost, yeah, a little under $100 more over there. Well, even with the price adjustment. Jesus Christ, that's expensive. Yeah, that's the scuff one, Tim. Fucking fuck that, dude.
How much is it in the US?
179.
I was gonna
Slightly
say,
more. It's about $30 more expensive than the Elite, roughly. About
Yeah,
$20,
if-
$30.
you get it for 110 over here.
So it's like $60 more.
So you can get the scuff for how much?
110.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Oh, shut up, Google.
Sure, you give a fuck another loan out, Tim, forget that controller. Fuck that.
Yeah.
That's my finger.
That's great. Like I said, I would understand if it was like 200 Australian, because with the adjustment in currency,
Bite my finger, we're gonna fight.
you know, the exchange rate, but that's almost $100 more. Even with the exchange rate, that's fucking nuts. That's more than your rent for your house each week, Tim. That's almost as much as your rent is.
Oh, God darn it.
What, he bit you?
Yeah, I'm trying to get the ball out of his mouth. He keeps biting down on it. He reached over, grabbed my finger twice.
Yes.
Got the nail, not the finger. But it's still enough to make me move.
Tyson's looking at me right now. I'm gonna go over and
So,
he's looking at me like, get away from my mama. What you doing? Huh? Mom, bro? Huh? I can't come over and
Go.
see mommy?
Yeah, he gets to the playing sometimes where he's biting, he's going and pulling back, and he kept getting better grip on it. And he caught my finger twice.
Tyson don't like me messing with his mommy.
Really? He's
Oh, hell
protective?
no. Yeah, saying that earlier. Oh yeah, he gets super protective of Sarah, especially Aubrey. I'll pretend I'm whooping on Sarah and he gets so pissed. I'll start growling and jumping up on her and growling at me.
Yeah.
He's my dog, but he's definitely mama's boy too. He loves Sarah. He gets super excited when Sarah gets home.
Back in the 70s when we were training the shepherds, pre-training them for New Orleans police. I had one that I had Venus. I was training her, and she was 16 weeks old. And we were walking down the street, and she stopped next to me. We stopped. A friend of mine came running down the stairs, got up there, touched me, and got bit on the foot. She grabbed his foot as soon as he touched me.
Gotta tell him to back off, right?
He said, "What in the hell are you teaching this dog?" I said, "That." You know. And we were out one night in a little park they have right 3 blocks from the house, and we were walking. It was after midnight. I was walking. I had got home at work, and I worked a job that we got off at midnight. So I came home, picked her up, and we went walking because it was safe back then, you know. So I'm walking with her down the park, and I got these 3 guys walking up, and they looked over and they said, "Yeah, he's just got a dog with him like that." And she stopped me. She stopped me from walking, and she looked at me and she got in front of me and growled at him a little bit. And they said, "You think that dog could take all three of us?" I said, "Y'all want to find out?" Like that. I said, "Y'all want to find out?" Like that. And they looked at me like, and I released the chain. And she just took 3 steps up and started showing teeth. They walked. I said, "Y'all could walk by. She's not gonna do you anything, but y'all got to walk around her." Like that. And they walked around and walked off. And she followed them. She waited till they walked off before she came back to me.
Tyson bit me one time and I picked him up and I held him up to my face and I put him against the wall and I looked at him. I said, "Do it again." And he just looked at me, put his head down. Nope.
Now, if that had been a bird, it'd have gone, okay, let's do it again then.
If that had been
Well,
precious,
the thing
it ended
is
up with a
dogs.
hernia.
Well, the thing is dogs are definitely pack animals, and if you
You gotta
don't
establish yourself as the head of the pack, right?
exactly, if you don't do that, dogs will walk all over you. They'll snap at you and all kinds of shit. Like if you don't assert yourself as the dominant one, oh yeah, they'll definitely do whatever the hell they want. If they think they have control over you, that's when they'll be snapping at you when you're trying to feed them and different shit like that. Oh, I don't put up with that.
Well, now, which one of your dogs like Sarah the most?
Well, Bo, he kind of likes everybody. He comes to me when he's scared. He hides behind me. Like whenever there's a thunderstorm, he's got to be at my feet everywhere I go. But no, Tyson's definitely Sarah's
Tyson's
out
the
of the
little
two.
honey bun.
Yeah, he's always in the bed with Sarah. Yeah, when Sarah's home, he's with her most of the time. When I'm home, he's with me. When Sarah's gone, he's with me most of the time.
Wow.
But he doesn't see Sarah as much because she leaves the house in the morning. So when she gets home, he gets really excited.
Well, he's been a great addition to your family, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, he's been a good dog. And I generally, like I said before, I'd never really cared for little dogs because I've met more little dogs that have bad attitudes than big dogs.
And that's
Or
where they
just
get the
generally
nickname
just
ankle biter.
weird. But he's very good. He's not like a normal little dog. He doesn't just bark for no damn reason. He's not loud. He doesn't make a bunch of noise. He listens when I call him. If he's outside and you say, "Tyson, get over here," he'll come right to me and sit down. Like, he's a really good dog. He's not like your general small dog that just yelps, for no damn reason. He's just constantly barking all the time.
Well, has he showed any ability to protect you, or?
Not really me, because I haven't been in a situation I don't think where he feels like I need it. But Sarah and the girls, like if he thinks if I'm pretending to be rough with them, he gets super mad. Yeah, he don't like that.
So he is protective.
Oh yeah. I'll pretend I'm hitting Sarah and he gets super mad. He jumps on top of her and starts growling at me.
Back off my mama.
Oh yeah, he loves Sarah. Sarah and Aubrey are definitely out of everybody. Those are probably his 2 favorite out of the other 4.
Well, that's
The other 2 kids, he doesn't really mess with the other 2 because they don't really
They don't
do a
mess with
whole lot
him.
with him. No, they don't really pay attention to him much. They're both teenagers doing their thing. They don't really care about the dogs like that. I mean, they spend time with them, but Aubrey's still little, so she's always loving on him all the time. So he spends a lot of time with Aubrey.
Well, do you see a different attitude on the different kids? In other words, like Aubrey spends time with him, so he spends
Yeah,
more
he
time
doesn't.
with her?
He's super sweet with Aubrey. Thomas, he doesn't really care for too much because Thomas is kind of hyper and all over the place, and so he doesn't really care for Thomas too much. I mean, he tolerates Thomas, but he's definitely not his favorite person.
So you can tell a difference in the dog's attitude towards the different personalities of the kid, right?
Yeah, and then Kelsey, he's kind of whatever with him. He doesn't really have an issue with her.
Well, that's what I've usually always found is that no matter what you have, or even if you adopt or you take a stray dog in or whatever, you have to learn what their personality is. They all have different personalities.
Bo, he's just in his own world. He don't give a shit. He likes everybody.
And when
He's
I
got
took
that
Loki
big-
and I knew it was plain mean. You know?
Now, Loki's the one you got from your daughter?
Yeah, Loki, his attitude was if you grabbed him, if you went to pick him up, he'd growl at you and all of that. But now he's at the point where he comes and wants me to pick him up. But that's because I've trained him more that way now. Now I'll have him come by me and I'll just grab him by the ear and I'll say, give me that ear. And I'll be pulling on him. He just does that, just with me, you know. And then I'll grab his tail. Now he don't like his tail getting grabbed. And I'll grab his tail and he'll turn around and he's got that little short tail like a pigtail, rolls. And when I grab it, he reaches back and he kind of like nips me with his mouth, but he's playing, not trying to bite, trying to tell me, let it go, you know. But he's only growled at me in the last maybe 6 months, maybe once. That's because I went to roll him over and he went, you know. But he's, and I don't know if it has anything to do with the treats, but he's chilled in the last 3 months.
Well, yeah, you're
Tyson,
giving him what's in that? What's
boy,
in
huh?
that? The treats?
It's got hemp oil, all kind of stuff.
Hemp doesn't get you high though. It's doesn't have
Calms
any
him down,
actual
right?
THC in it. Right, it just
It's supposed to calm him down.
It helps with seizures, stuff like that, and attitude and all that.
Hemp is actually a controlled drug.
See, over here, you can pretty much do what you want with hemp because it doesn't have the THC in it. The minute you add the THC, that's when you get into legal issues. Once you use
it used to be used a lot as fishing bait, but they stopped it from being that when they decided that it was a form of controlled drug.
Because I'm pretty sure in most places you can grow hemp. You just can't grow you can't grow any weed plants that actually produce THC though.
Well, I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have Mia here, because she's just my everything.
Look at that face.
Yep.
Beauty boy. Oh, got it.
I told Nick the other day, I said, if this all goes through and the money comes in time and that house is still available, and I do decide on that house, I said, I'm gonna make sure that backyard is fenced right. And I said, then Luna, the Australian Shepherd, I said, when y'all come down next, you could bring her down and we could leave her there. She'll be there. You know, that way, if you got to go, when you don't have to worry about having a dog to be babysitting and everything else.
Well, that's
and that
good.
she'll be back here, and then she'll have a yard, and I'll make sure she's got like an area to come into.
What did he think of that?
He said he'd think about it, but he said he kind of likes the fact that she's there.
Well, you better move your ass off the bed.
But I tell him, I said, but when you take off, or when you got to go somewhere, you got to find some place to put her, like that. And y'all said y'all brand new married. Y'all don't need to have the dog with you right now. Go spend the time together.
What's that? What's that, David?
I think it was Mark.
Was that Mark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said it'd have to be a tall fence. Them things can jump pretty high.
Yeah, it'd be fenced in, right? Like I said, I'd like to have an area where it's not only just fenced in on top, fenced on the top, fenced all the way around. That way the top's covered and nothing can get into it. And have it set up to where if she has, see, I don't like the fact of her having to stay out at night based on the issue of mosquitoes out there. But hey, you never know.
Yeah.
That might not be the property. I saw another one that is in the same area that's got a closed in, like patio in the back. It's all glassed in, and that would be a good place to keep them at night, you know? So it's like, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. That's all I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what I can't believe is how long it's taken for you to get a decision.
Well, it's only 8 months. I thought it was longer than that. I went and double checked it. And I sent a note to her day before yesterday. And if I don't hear anything back, I told her, take it. I said, I actually screwed up by saying, let me know at your convenience, you know? But I'll check with her. If I don't hear something by Friday, I'll check with them. I'll give them a call.
Now, did your insurance gal get your
Oh yeah. Well, the insurance agent got with me, and then she called me this morning. She says, I don't understand what happened. She goes, I didn't tell them to take anything off. And I said, well, this is it. And I said, I'm gonna go step by step and put it on there exactly what it's supposed to be. The one that was on, the one that was taken off, but that was taken off before. I said, I don't see all the serial numbers, and I gave her all the receipts. And she called me back a few minutes later, and she says, yeah, I don't know what happened. The underwriter doesn't even know what happened. That's what she said. She said, but they're putting everything back on. You're going to have 3 drones on it, and the serial numbers you gave me with the, I said, these are the 3 with the serial numbers that need to be on there. She goes, so until it hits, you're covered. Trust me. And she said, I'll send you an email. So I'm covered. She says, you're covered. Don't worry about it.
Oh, good.
Then I said, well, what's going on with my renter's insurance? I said, because I saw one yesterday saying that in December it's going up to $1,700. I said, it's only like $300. And she goes, what? Like that. She said, let me look. She goes, what did you look at? I said, I saw something that said it was expiring in December. She goes, that's the drone policy that renews in December. I said, she said, the 17 was the value of it, not what you cost. I said, well, that's what it looked like it was. I said, it was going to be $1,700. You know? And she goes, nope, it's going to be $60 when it renews. So, and she said, your homeowner's policy may even go down. Because I've had the renter's insurance for a few years.
Yeah.
And the only reason I never had, I mean, like I said, I've been here 16 years. I may have had it 4 years now. Never felt the need to get renter's insurance because I don't have, at that point, actually it's been 6 years because at that point I didn't have $30,000 worth of cameras. You know, I was just still building up. And what happened is we've had 2 apartment fires here since I've been here. And the second one took out the whole building with 10 apartments. You know, it's like.
Did they take good care of you, your insurance?
Well, that wasn't ours. It didn't have nothing to do with me. It was all the way on the end over here. But ironically, Justin was working for the fire department. And Justin texted me and he said, go take a look out at A building. A building's on fire. Like that. And he was working that day. And I got out and I grabbed the camera and ran out there with the camera. I threw my press credentials on, ran out there with the camera and started popping pictures and getting as many as I could. And at channel, I think it was channel 4, channel 8, channel 6, all of them came out. And all of them grabbed me and said, because they got in after me and they said, okay, what do you want for them? And mine were on all 3 stations, got paid for all 3 stations. And then 2 nights later, Justin is home and he says, you want to take a ride? I said, what? He says, there's another apartment fire up the road. So within 2 days, we had 2 apartment fires at 2 different places.
Wow. So
they were suspecting, you know, they thought that maybe it was something to do with it. So I was up there and I got the pictures of those. And again, I was the only one with the pictures of them. So back to back, within 3 days, I had pictures on the news twice. Yeah, Erica from Channel 4, she goes, "Are you following the fire truck or what?" I said, "No, my son's a fireman." He told me, I went with him the second time. Yeah, I jumped in his car the second time. We drove up there. He pulled right into the scene. I walked right out with him, went and shot. But the thing is, like I tell everybody, I've done it long enough to know, especially all people that's just starting, when you get on any kind of scene, no matter what it is, or whatever thing, you can shoot a concert, Mardi Gras, anything. You better make sure like you've been there before. You better act like a professional and make it look like you own the place. And
Well,
if
yeah,
you, if you,
because you got to
yeah, you
give
do
off,
that.
you got to give off the air that you know what you're doing and
Oh, yeah.
back off, Justin, are you gaming tonight?
I
You've
don't
got
know.
to give the impression that you belong.
That one Mardi Gras when I was standing on a side of the barricade in the street, and it was about 20 minutes before the parade was going to start. And they had a little police officer walk over and he's saying, "Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all glad it's Mardi Gras and all of this, talking to everybody." And he kind of taps me on the shoulder and he says, "Sir," he said, "when the parades come, I'm gonna need you to get on the other side of the barricade." Like that. And I looked at him and said, "Excuse me?" Like that. And he says, "Yeah." I said, "Well, I'm pressed." Like that. And he goes, "Well, what's that mean?" So I reached in my back pocket and I handed him these, like this, with the badge and everything. And I said, "Here, check it out," like that. I said, "It means I could be on this side," like this. He said, "Well, I'll get with my lieutenant and double check everything." And I said, "Who's your lieutenant?" I said, "Dupree." I said, "Jennifer Dupree?" He goes, "Yes, sir. It's Jennifer Dupree today." I said, "Okay." He says, "Just go ahead. I'll get with you if something's wrong," like that. About 10 minutes later, she comes walking up. I said, "What the hell did he do?" I said, "How new is he?" He said, "He graduated about 4 weeks ago." I said, "Okay, it's all right." The rest of the day, every time he saw me, he said, "Sir, do you need anything? Sir, do you need anything?"
Anything I can do for you?
Yeah. It's funny. I had one do me that at about 4 years ago, 5 years ago. I was at a different place where I usually don't go. And I was in the street and I felt somebody grab my shirt. I turned around, the police officer said, "You got to get out the street." And he looks over and he goes, "Who you shoot for?" And I said, "Hey, I pressed NOLA.com and I started listing names." And he said, "You have your credentials?" And I said, they're like right here, but hold on. And I handed him that. And the Red Cross is standing right there. They got a Red Cross thing for people who overheat. And they said, "Will you leave that man alone?" Like that. So I'm standing there shooting the pictures. And I hear him on the phone. He says, "Oh, okay, he's okay. Okay, thanks." Like this. Walks over, he said, "Yeah, they said you're fine." Like this. He said, "Do you need me to do anything?" I said, "Yeah, how about standing right here with me so I don't have nobody else come and bother me?" Like that. And he looked at me and he stood there the whole parade.
Wow.
Whole parade stayed there with me.
That's
But
good.
again, you got to tell them, "Hey, this is what I want."
Yep.
And the 610 Stomper is one of the big groups. We had a big dispute about 6 years ago. They stole a couple of my pictures, and I went off on them. So the next time I went to shoot pictures through them, they blocked me, wouldn't let me get in the middle of them to shoot the pictures. So it was at a major parade, and I'm out in the middle of the street, and I said to one of the officers there, I said, "Do me a favor." I said, 610 Stomper's coming up. I need to get in the middle of them. Come stand there with me so they don't give me any trash. He says, "Okay." So he's standing next to me, and they just looked up at me, and I'm going all through them, taking pictures with the cop with me. So they didn't even bother with me that day. But they were playing little games with me because we were going to do their first year. I took the only pictures they had that year that got published anywhere, and we were trying to do posters and all kind of different things. And it was going to be fundraisers for them because they're nonprofit. I was going to sell them the posters, but they were going to make a lot of money on them. They really were. And the guy that runs the 610 Stompers is actually an attorney, and he was the one that posted some of my pictures on his site. And I didn't even know he posted them. And as soon as they got posted, I had photographers saying, "Did you sell them pictures? It's on their site." I said, "Okay, thanks." Yeah, we got that fixed fast. But
Well, what do you guys think? we've been on for 3.5 hours.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to drop off. 'Cause I gotta make sure he's all right.
Okay.
He's
All
laying down
hey,
right now.
David, are you still with me? I don't think so.
I don't know.
Mark?
He might.
We'll see
I'm
how
fine if you want to finish. Yeah.
Yep.
I'll see
They're
you
all kinda
guys.
there.
I'll see you guys in the morning.
I'll see you in the morning.
Bye, everybody.
All right.
Later.
Do you want to step in and call it for you, Paul?
What's that?
Said, do you want me to step in and call it for you?
Yes, would you?
All right, guys, I'm calling it here. We'll see you all tomorrow. Be here, be square. Don't forget, Tim's live at 9 o'clock in the morning, his time. No, our time.
Oh, Lord.
6
What
6 p.m. his
time is that Eastern time?
It's 6 o'clock in
4
the
in
afternoon.
4 in the morning for you.
4 in the morning. Okay.
6
All
o'clock
right,
in the
everybody.
afternoon, Australia.
Take
Yeah.
care.
Well, I know who
Mark,
won't be on that stream.
Joe, we'll see you. Justin,
Okay,
take care.
See you
See you
later.
later.
What just happened?
He did that this morning as well. He forgot to switch the damn Zoom off.
It's because Justin's the host.
Right. And Justin's gone.